rocking. I can play this on air guitar. Check this out. How was that, Robin?
You don't look like you're playing that song.
Oh, I played it note for note. Are you crazy over there?
You were playing another song.
Who was that, Fred? That was good.
MegaDeth.
MegaDeth. I got to get that album.
Sometimes you ought to see where these songs go before you run out and get the album.
That's the problem. We play the best part. And they always get sucky.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of putting out an album of just songs that are about that long. We jam to them for about 5 seconds.
Bumper rock.
Yeah, bumper rock. Bumper rock. That was good the other day when I did some air guitar in here. Did that ever get on the E Show?
I don't know.
I know it's... Hey, Scott, did that ever get on the E Show?
Because we had a whole air band in here.
Yeah, I was really rocking.
Ralph came in. What was Ralph doing?
Ralph played bass. Who played drums?
I don't think anybody had drums.
I thought you played drums, Fred.
No, I was playing the
air drums.
I was playing bass because Ralph couldn't handle bass.
Oh, that's what got Fred up.
Right.
Did that air yet when I did the air guitar?
No, but Lunatic Fred aired.
What's that?
Remember Lunatic Fred?
No.
Lunatic Fred. When the morning.
Could you stop repeating Lunatic Fred? You think by repeating it I'll remember?
Lunatic Fred.
Lunatic Fred.
One morning, Lunatic
Fred.
You played Lunatic Fringe on the guitar.
Yeah. Lunatic Fred.
You started singing.
Oh, Lunatic Fringe?
Oh,
yeah. When is that air guitar going to air? That was good.
I'll fit it in.
All right. What is it, BabaBooey?
Well, we got a lot going on. Do you want the MegaDeth song that you were just talking about?
Hey, let me hear that. I want to see where that goes.
I think it's track 6, I think.
I don't know.
It's damn true.
This is my attempt to stay young. I figure if I keep listening to this kind of music, maybe I won't look like such an old fart.
Yeah, if you listen to music teenagers listen to,
Yeah, right.
You'll be okay.
That's what I do. I take records. If I find a good record like this, I get in my Jeep, go down to the high school, roll down my window, and I just blast something like this, and then I watch young chicks look in my car.
You never have any fear that you look like some of our teachers who used to wear Nehru jackets and love beads?
Yeah, I know. Cop picked me up for child molestation. All right, here we go. See, if I had a band, if I could actually play an instrument, I would play like this.
All right, so far so good, right?
Right.
Good working.
Rocket. Yeah. No pussies in this band. Listen to these guys. Uh-oh. Might be in trouble. I think they lost me. I think they gave up after the opening.
They got tired.
Yeah, they got tired. They put all their effort up front. Oh, this isn't so bad. I'm still with it.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad.
It's not bad. This is pretty good to piss your parents off with. It's not bad. I like that.
What else they got on there?
What, on this record?
Yeah.
MegaDeth?
Try track 2 or 1. This is Ralph's suggestions.
I could really get laid to this. Take the Jeep down to the high school, crank this up. Some young chippy will look in the, get the hair going.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd like to have a young girlfriend, just have sex with her to this. My wife hears this. Her knees start to hurt.
You mean you want a
What?
young girlfriend like in lieu of your wife, or have a wife and just have a young girlfriend?
No, in lieu.
Oh.
Who needs, what, I gotta go home and play a charade? Who's singing lead? Hervé Villachez? Is he back? Yeah, these guys are pretty good.
Yeah, that's an all right. You might as well pick that one.
Yeah. I know this song. You guys want to see me play to this?
All right,
I
go
can play
ahead.
some guitar to this.
Play this one.
How's that?
I love it how your fingers
Hey.
do the same thing on every song.
I'm actually playing with myself. How do I look? Christ, if I could only really play. Hold it.
See, you know what your problem is? You look too happy.
Yeah, I look. Wait, let me get. Hold on. Let me get my glasses. You need shades. You don't go on stage with a.
That's right. You got to look miserable and mean and unapproachable.
Ready?
Yes.
You almost got to look like you don't care.
Right.
How's this? Notice I'm playing. Now I'm going to do some stuff with the foot pedal.
All right. There you go. Now you got it.
How's that?
That's very good.
Fred, play bass. Hey, Fred's pretty good. Jackie, why don't you get some drums going? Hold on, I'll hit the foot pedal. We look pretty good. A bunch of retards. Jackie's like 50 and he's...
Jackie's like the Charlie Watts of the band.
Jackie looks like a retarded hillbilly.
It still
You
came
didn't
out
fit
sounding
in.
like country.
And Fred really starts jerking around.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you
he's
gotta get
jumping
it.
up and down.
Yeah.
Fred's a real nitwit.
He's the kind of guy who would be in a band, a spaz.
At least when I play, man, I hardly move. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed
That's
to
right.
stand
No,
there.
that's key. In this band, you got to move.
Do you?
No.
I see Slash. He just stands there.
You've been in so many heavy metal bands.
Here is Psychedelic B, a little bit of it from Sugar Ray. I love this. They did a great job with it.
Hotel Martinet in Brooklyn.
Yeah, now it rocks. See, I just needed the right musicians.
And a great singer.
One from the AA. You can dance to this. It's like a mosh pit. You guys beat each other up. Check this out. Here. Wait. That's good. Come on.
I told you I like that part of the song.
I'm telling you, that's got a hook. Those guys put that on an album. They got a smash hit.
This should be the soundtrack to that fight between John and Ralph.
I might put this in my movie. These guys actually killed each other after the taping. Anyway, Fred got it in his mind that he should be a part of this.
He didn't like the idea that you were going out of the house.
Yeah.
Asking people to re-record your silver, nickels, and golden dimes.
And Fred, the big critic, was evidently running through the halls here yesterday critiquing Sugar Ray.
Is that right? What did he say?
And what they were doing wrong and that kind of stuff.
I just said I loved their stuff. I didn't care for the little stops, but I thought it was great.
He was in the hall giving a lecture
I wish I could have
on
been
how they
there.
could have done it better.
Wish I could have been.
Well, let's just see what Fred did. Let's check Fred's report card.
Will got silver, nickels, and golden dimes, the original?
All right, here's the original. Fred took, this is the other song that I only wrote 2 songs.
Thank God.
Hey, come on.
This is Silver Nickels and Golden Dimes. This is my favorite.
You know, my one great bone of contention with Jackie is he won't stop writing.
I know. At least I knew to stop in 6th grade. I could tell I had no talent.
Mary, come play with me. I'll give you a silver nickel.
See? Mary, come play with me. I'll give you Silver Nickels. There's a twist on that. And there'll be another. Yeah, this rocks.
Sounds like he's washing dishes.
By the way, before I play Fred's version, another listener had sent in his version of Silver Nickels and Golden Dime. Did kind of a 9 Inch Nails
I
thing.
actually like this one.
Sort of a techno thing
Yeah,
going
I
on
like
here.
that.
All right, but let's get to
Let's
Fred's.
see what Fred, the musician, did.
Because this guy really, well, you know, this guy. All right, so now Fred got a hold of my song.
And this is all Fred, instruments
Just
and
me.
everything.
He did it in his apartment.
Yeah.
Just me.
All right, here he is, Fred Norris, our own Fred Norris. Our own mental case, Fred Norris. Sitting in the apartment.
Now you
Staring at
have
myself.
heard this. You've listened before.
Not really. I heard about a second of it.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, nothing
and
more.
what about Jackie? No.
No,
Okay.
nobody's heard it. We're all hearing it together for the first time.
There will never be another one like me. And all you care for is money. Silver nickels and a golden dimes, and all you hear is a devil's chimes. Silver nickel.
Fred going nuts in his apartment. I don't know how Fred has time to do this. What do you think, Robin? I see you look very puzzled.
I am puzzled.
Me too. I don't know if I like it or not.
Back from a time to time,
Now I like this here.
giving you that
Fred's got a good voice.
silver dime.
Are these the lyrics?
Yeah.
Soul,
I never knew what you were saying, I guess.
I told you those are good lyrics.
I will give you gold.
It's just when Fred does it, it sounds better. Fred taking liberties with my song.
Yeah, I changed the lyrics.
I thought he did.
Oh, did you?
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much.
He's trying to make sense out of it.
Yeah. Say that's not fair.
Fred, you're supposed to stick to the lyrics.
I had to play with it.
Oh, there goes Fred wailing away. Angry man. That's you on bass too, Fred?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Sort of how I wanted it to go in 6th grade.
Yeah, this is how you envision it.
That's what I tried to do in 6th grade. It's a very hot song. It's better than History. Isn't it Fred, man? What do you think of it, Jackie?
I think it's great.
I think it's great.
I think it just was only confined by the lyrics.
Actually, I was actually.
No, it
kinda-
sounded really good, and the guitar sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guitar work is really,
Real
really
good.
Thanks.
I think it's wasted on this song.
Oh, come on. No, actually, I was kind of digging like the lyrics in that.
Of course, it's good.
Well, yeah, you
I didn't-
rewrote them.
I didn't drop in the drum solo though.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, you should have done the drum solo.
Yeah.
Because that is the challenge, to make that
Yeah,
sound
right.
like it
Yeah, you gotta- yeah.
on the
Yeah,
new
to
level.
make that worthwhile.
Well, the Meat Puppets are working on their
Right.
version. And there's a
Well,
lot
we'll
of...
be able to play all of them
There you
pretty
go.
soon.
Right.
Say,
Put out an album.
I'm going to put out an album of one
Your
song.
2 songs.
Yeah, my 2 songs. One side will be one song and the other side will be another
They
song.
got Hendrix tributes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I thought he had changed the lyrics a bit.
Not that much though. Really, it's pretty close to the original.
It's a major gap leaving out the drum solo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deduct some points for that.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So you notice when
It's like
Sugar
going
Ray
around
did their version, they left everything
They
in.
stuck to it.
They stuck to it as much as they didn't want to. What is it?
Are you interested in what the phones are saying?
What are they saying?
They're all going crazy. Everybody likes it.
They like Fred's
There's
version.
about 7, 8 different calls and not one negative one.
Negative?
Negative.
Not one negative.
Not one negative one.
Not one negative. But no, everybody's digging the song.
It was good. We did a good job with
It's
it.
a good song.
Only critique is he didn't put the drum solo in. You got to have that. That's the way the artist wrote it. Can't change
Do you
that.
want to know what the phones is saying?
The phones, I took like 7 goals, and everyone loves it.
The phones is going nuts and crazy.
There's not one negative.
Not one negative call.
I'm gay.
Do you want to know what the phones is saying?
The phones are saying ring, ring. Gato Galen just called. He wants to play it on his show.
Gato, Galen, and Bobby.
They love it.
Gato, Galen, and Bobby called.
They want to play it on the show.
They're going crazy.
You know what the phones say? They're going crazy.
They go, ring, ring, it's crazy.
Have him come in and say it again.
You want to know what the bones say?
What do the phones say?
The bones say they're going crazy.
It's unbelievable. It's fantastic.
They're not one negative.
Not one negative phone call.
They love it.
From Brooklyn, from Queens and Staten Island.
Hello?
Hello?
You're on the air.
It's a hit.
Fred, you want to know what the bones are saying?
What are they saying? Are they going crazy?
They're going crazy out there. What?
Let's return to the Howard Stern
A lot of people like Fred's song. Here's one that says, Howard, Fred scores. Look at that. Fred scored a big hit. Good for you, Fred. Here's one. Fred's version was good. It sounded a little like Neil Young.
Okay.
P.S. Fred sounds like a homo. That was a little name.
Well, that's a
I don't know what that means.
Fred may be weird, but his song Effin' Rocks better than John's. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There it is. That's what it says.
Can't wait for Jackie's.
Howard, I believe Fred's interpretation of your song
Interpretation.
sounds just like Neil Young's Rockin' in the Free World. Check it out. All right.
There you go.
Howard, tell Norris to stop ripping off ZZ Top.
If he thinks that, that's a compliment.
Uh-oh, here's one. Fred sucks. Now they're turning on him.
Oh, we've gone
there
from
you go.
Fred scores
Went from
to
good
Fred
to sucks.
And now tell Fred to shut his effing AIDS-infected, C-sucking mouth so we can listen to you without his S-ass mouth talking S all the time. P.S. I hope his wife gets F 12 times a night in her play.
I'll talk to her about it. I'll see if she can do that.
The guy angry. What'd you say?
What did Fred do to that guy?
And I was like,
Remember when we were in Washington and that girl, you know, she just looked at Fred, and then one day Fred picked up a guitar and he sang a Rolling Stone song.
Yeah.
She was in love with him.
yeah, the black chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Fred never.
Fred could have screwed a great-looking black chick, and he never did.
Second glance.
I think he didn't have sex with her because she's black. That's my theory. I'm serious.
Fred's a racist?
In a way, yes.
Okay. In a way?
Yes.
What is in a way? Either you're racist or you're not.
Well, not in the Daniel Carver sense, but
He's not going to kill people.
right. He doesn't want to hang them and send them back to Africa.
Okay.
But I think that, I seriously, because that girl was stunning. I would have banged her so silly.
Have you ever slept with a black woman?
Never had the opportunity.
You
did
had the
have
opportunity.
No, when I was ready. I mean, I was
Ready. Kind of
She
man
could
are
have
you?
been white, she could have been black. It didn't matter. Wasn't going to happen for me.
Racist. Dang it. Weird. I thought he was gay for sure. You have to see this girl. This girl looked like
she's
Naomi
stunning.
Campbell.
She was great.
Yeah, she sure was.
She was sweet. I think that was the other thing,
like
too.
A little
She was
puppy
sweet.
dog.
You made out with her in the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he got that.
I knew about that. He told me
he
that.
was ready for
He told me that. He told me that.
She was trying in the worst way to give it to him.
So, Fred, what happened
If you saw this girl's body, I'm talking about tall, perfect.
Did you ever ask him, Howard?
Looked like Naomi Campbell.
But how-
Exotic.
I got a question for Fred. After you make out with her in the parking lot, next time you see her, what happens?
He doesn't say anything.
No, we spoke. It was a little uncomfortable, but we spoke.
What happened?
No, it was just one of those things where it wasn't going to go anywhere. Plus, we were leaving.
Because she was black, right?
No.
He couldn't take her home
Yeah, to those
to
parents.
that wonderful family.
The Cookie Puss family.
Oh, please.
No, seriously, what was you weren't attracted to her, right?
No, she was very pretty.
What was it, though? Tell me the truth.
No, I just wasn't in a state
What
of
was
mind where I
wrong
could
with
get
you?
involved with anybody at that point.
See, when I met Fred, he was that's a state.
Yeah, Fred would not be with girls.
Stayed for several years.
I couldn't figure out whether Fred was pining for somebody. Which
No.
It seemed like, or, but it was weird because
I was convinced Fred was gay, and I know Fred thinks that's a put down, but I'm telling you, he would not have sex with anybody.
But
Let
we
me
all-
say
we-
something.
But it had nothing to do with
the other
gay or
day we were
racist
having
or
the
anything.
discussion about how guys can't. Fred did.
Right. Well, I don't know. What I'm saying is, what was going on with you back then?
because he always talked about women to me.
Oh, let me talk to Fred. I'm getting answers from everyone but Fred.
Did you ask him back then, Howard?
I would ask him, but it was difficult.
Like after he was with this, did you?
He
say-
told me
say
that
anything
he's
going on?
devoted to his work, which could have fooled me. I said, "Where are you working aside from here?"
He's got another job.
Yeah, he must be moonlighting at a grocery store. No, I said, he
But
said,
did you say, hey, you can go out with her?
yeah, I'd
Or
say,
how
hey,
was it, making
Freddie,
out with her, or-
because I always wanted to see Freddie hook up with someone. He was lonely, and I say, hey, Freddie, what's going on with you?
And I was like, really, I just I don't know. It just was not.
First of all, Freddie was using me as a surrogate
Did
girlfriend.
he tag along with you and Allison
Yes.
when you went places?
All the time.
Did
and
he
then
bring dates?
And I told and then I told you couldn't get rid of him. So I wanted him to hook up with someone.
Did Fred go without sex? That's what I'm talking about.
Long time.
I get a pretty good idea.
I think it might have been 10 years.
No.
What?
10.
3 or 4.
More than 4.
At least 4.
4.
And you said that was not possible.
No, he has an emotional problem.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
Yeah.
of course.
I truly did.
What was your problem? Let's get to the bottom of this. Seriously, what was your
I'd
problem?
rather pay my therapist to do this rather
No, you
than
had a
tell
problem,
you
right?
or Robin
You had
or
intimacy
anybody.
issues.
I'm not asking.
Trust issues.
Trust. But that girl, I was just about to say her name, I don't want to. But that girl, I can't see how you could resist.
What did he not trust him to do?
I
No,
would give,
it wasn't a trust of them. It was a trust of just being let down.
you're like a chick.
What did you say under your breath?
Seriously, guys don't have those issues. Like, if you have an issue, you overlook
True,
it.
but I also didn't have a dad to kind of pattern myself after.
Oh, please. Everybody thinks it out but Fred. Fred's a genius.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you my dad. You pattern yourself after him.
Yeah, I had one past the Budweiser.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. This is the guy who crapped in the in the dresser drawer, right?
Right. No, that was an accident.
Yeah.
I'm sure it
Like
was.
there were no
Intentional.
Dad.
Fred acts like there were no men around him anywhere.
Robin, there wasn't.
What happened to your stepdad?
My stepdad came in when I was about 14 years old.
And you couldn't figure it out fast
Robin,
study.
at that, come on.
Hey,
You're talking
come on,
about-
give the guy a break. He's trying to be
Up
honest.
until about
You're
14.
busting his balls.
What? Although I should be knowing better. It's like Robin learned about sex from her dad very early on.
Oh.
Hands on.
So I guess if I'd been,
Okay,
you know,
attack me.
Well,
Go
attack
ahead.
me.
I just asked the question.
well, I was just.
Well,
I was
wait a
just
second. Wait a second. Let me handle this because
He gets
And then you're
sensitive.
so
you're
Hey,
a little too
so
direct.
good with him.
I'm good with him.
Let's
Right,
pretend
Fred?
the rest of
What's
us
that?
I'm good with handling you.
No, well, you're better at it than Robin.
Right. No, you're saying, I think what you're trying to say is that for a couple of years, you didn't know how to handle women because you didn't have a role
I
model.
still don't know how to handle women, but I'm better at it than I was.
Right.
then.
Yeah.
You're willing to try at least.
He has problems in
Exactly.
interpersonal relations. He does. He does. I've seen him with.
Like nobody around here does.
Yeah. I've seen him in groups. Like people say to me, Fred's not so bad. I go, it's not the way you describe him. I go, wait, I'll get a hold of you.
Give him time.
That's right. That's right.
Just keep perpetuating.
You know,
the
it's funny because even back then when we were in NBC, even with regular people, Fred had there were 2 ways Fred was with you. He either liked you a lot or he hated you.
Right.
There was never any in between.
No, there is no in
Really?
between.
Jeez, I didn't know all this was going on.
I've been fortunate. Fred's always liked me.
I always thought Fred liked everybody.
No.
Oh, dear.
No. Fred has very strong opinions about people. He didn't have a father to teach him any of the different pattern himself. I became his father in a sense.
That's true.
And,
And he still
now,
looks like
now he's a mess.
What a mistake.
Good choice, Fred. His father goes to see the shrink 4 days a week now.
What is it, Ralph?
Do you think Fred might be a little gay?
No.
I thought
Not
I
like
thought
you,
so.
Ralph.
I thought so for a while. Yes.
Well, why wouldn't he go with this girl? I still don't understand that.
Well, he's not answering. That's why I'm curious too.
I don't know. I had some sort of weird morality, Ralph. Something you know nothing about.
Hey, come on, Fred.
I mean, in other words, you weren't really that
morality,
interested in her as a
Was she your
girlfriend.
sister?
No, I respected her.
You did.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to hurt her by.
Exactly.
I see.
Just sleeping with her.
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, Fred's
Well,
like,
then-
I had to have a little, at that point in time, I had to have a little more meaning in my life. That's when I see a guy like KC who walks around going like, no, I can't have her, I can't have her. That's a mistake.
it is.
That's a mistake.
You should
Let us
abuse.
have our conversation.
Liza Minnelli was there.
Ew.
So you could abuse a situation. Now, Fred was actually kind of correct in some respects. He was like, hey, I really am not turned on by this woman for whatever reason, so I don't want to just bang her and then sort of leave her laying in a heap and all upset and all in love and all that kind of stuff.
How old
wasn't
was
a situation-
Fred at the time?
Fred was in his 30s, young 30s,
No, no.
Late
I was in
20s?
the mid-20s.
mid-20s.
But it wasn't like he was way above her in the food chain at the station.
No, he wasn't.
So what? It wouldn't have been one of those boss intern things.
Yeah, well, he would. I know
was
him.
very
He,
sweet.
he was a little afraid to get involved with anyone because that meant a commitment.
Well, that's the whole thing. He
Exactly.
didn't feel that he could commit.
Right. And he didn't know how to play it where he could just walk away.
I'm
So
not
they didn't
I
even
was
date.
never that kind of guy.
But Casey, there is a point to be made for going out and experiencing people at a young age, and instead of like, waiting your whole life to find Miss Right, well, how do you know who Miss Right is until you experience a few people?
By what? By banging? That's how you
Casey,
You know what you're doing.
Dating, banging.
Casey,
Yeah, all of it.
you got to date to find out what you like or don't like.
And Ralph's only found out what he doesn't like so far.
Well, he hasn't found one he likes.
It has to be a
Casey,
guy.
how do you figure out what's your favorite food?
Right. You gotta try.
Because I know, yeah, I've tried.
Did you just look at all the
It's like,
different foods and
how do you
decide
build
which
up your
one?
body? You don't go to the gym just once
What is
I'm
it?
telling you, like I went to college. I've done that. But no, you haven't.
No, you didn't. You haven't done anything.
Casey, let me tell you something. No.
You think you've done it.
I got married when I was 31, right? At the rate you're going, you're going to wait for a woman to probably get married when you're in your early 30s because you're never going to find anybody that's perfect for you. You know what I mean?
You'll do what Fred did.
But I
You'll
don't
meet one woman and marry her.
Howard Stern.
Here's the deal. I got a real problem. I got to make number 2 real bad. So I'm not kidding. I really do. I can't even sit here.
This is not my problem.
No, I'm telling you my problem. I didn't say it was your
I don't
problem.
know why you're telling me.
I've been here, 5 hours, and I got to go.
But whose fault is that?
It just happened. If you want, here's what I can do. I got to... Fred, I asked you to take me out of this delay. You won't?
I can do it for you right now.
Thanks, man. I'll wait 10 minutes.
Howard, can I explain myself?
Freddie, I don't have time for you to explain.
Before you blow a conniption, may I explain?
No, he's got.
I gotta go, dude.
2 delays. They have to take that one out.
Yeah,
when that
I know,
one is out, I can take
Just take me out. I don't care about the other
All
delay.
right. Very good.
That's Tom's problem, not mine. Just take me out.
What are you going to do?
Like
Take
Fred
us to
knows.
the bathroom with you?
He's got my headphones. Just take me out.
You're out.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
You did it.
That's simple.
Mental case. I gotta go to the bathroom. What do you want me to do? I can hear you on the radio in there. I'll do my business while you do a story.
You sound different to me.
Do I?
There's something wrong.
What do you mean? Do I sound different?
This doesn't sound right to me.
I don't care. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, now it's clearing up.
Oh, it is? What? Is Robin...
I don't know what's happening.
Is her headphones in the right position, please? Someone help me with that. I'm never going to get to go to the bathroom.
You might as well.
I'm going in my pants.
In your,
90 seconds.
In your chair right there.
We're almost ready. Just hold on, Wolf.
Is she in the right headphones? No, I don't have headphones. All right. Now are you all right?
Ah,
okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you so much. So, I mean, I could do the show. I mean, I'm going to be listening to the news.
So
I'll just be in the can.
But you can't play cards for me.
Fred, can you take my seat and play cards?
I sure can.
Yeah. I got it covered. I was going to go do it during the commercials, but I couldn't. There was not enough time. Fred goes, I'll give you 2 minutes.
Yeah, like you can do that.
Oh, here they are. All right. Yeah, I can do that in 2 minutes. All right. Give you 2
Now,
minutes.
do you need that room cleared back there?
I would prefer it, yeah. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I can't even tell you. I would never do this.
And the wireless mic is going to work in there?
I don't know. I don't think I have time to worry about it. Now, just give me a second. Where's the wireless mic, Fa-Fa-Fooey?
He just ran out with it.
He's a moron.
Fooey.
You're not going to have headphones?
I'm going to listen to you on the
On the radio.
On the microphone. I mean, on the radio. Fa-Fa-Fooey, where's my microphone?
Slowly.
You never get into the bathroom. You might as well sit down.
I can't help it. It's not ready.
It's not ready.
All right, do me a favor. Can I just go to the bathroom? It's almost ready. Your microphone's not on, BabaBooey. It's not on either. I'm not at the board. I'm here.
Well, you got to get near something. You know that.
Oh, I'm going to the bathroom.
Hey, take the microphone. Take the microphone.
Take the mic. Why? It doesn't work.
The turtle is poking his head out.
It will be.
You're on the mic.
You'll be on mic any second.
He's yelling.
I don't care. Why is that on?
Fooey.
What's the problem with the microphone?
Have fun, Bo.
Fred, where do you bring up Boss's wireless?
Well, he would be remote one.
I don't know if we can hear him.
Hello?
Does that thing have to be
That's the harmonizing.
We're flanging.
What does that mean?
Harmonizing.
You can't hear it?
Well, Scott.
You hear me?
Yeah, we got you both.
Hello? Okay, everything seems fine now.
Ganji followed me into the bowl.
Ah.
I'm taking the 4th stall. Here. I'm going to put papers down on
It
the seat,
doesn't
Robin.
sound so urgent if you can put papers down.
It's pretty urgent, but I can still put papers down. I'll tell you that.
I bet you could have waited.
How do you put the volume up on here, Ganji? Would you do me a favor and stop taping me? I'm trying to go to the can. Make it louder. What are you doing? You just took the signal off.
Oh.
Oh. Now I can hear you, Robin.
Okay. Well, why didn't you have somebody else line the toilet for you before you got there?
No, Ganji's got to hold the camera and stare at me.
I ain't touching no toilet. What did you say?
I'm not touching those toilets.
You know, this wireless isn't working real well.
Robin, nothing at this station works well. That's why I'm leaving. Jackie, what do you want? Hey, come on, guys. I want to go to the bathroom. I'm not
Jackie
kidding.
went in?
Jackie's in here with me.
We're still on the air. Tell Jackie to get back here. Ouch.
Ah. Now how am I going to pull my pants down with this microphone?
You might as well be on a cell phone. This is terrible.
Yeah, hold the microphone while I undo my pants.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, turn off the microphone. You know, get out of here, Ganji. Yeah, I want to go to the bathroom. I don't want you taping me when I go to the bathroom. What are you, a retard? Yeah. Get out. I really want to go. All right, you want to keep the camera on me while I go? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's disgusting. You be able to go?
I'm like a dog. My pants are coming down, Robin. Wait, I'm not on the bowl yet. I'm not even lining it. That's how bad I have to go.
I would have imagined that, you'd already have a messy in your diaper by now.
All right, you want to do some news? I'm going now.
All right.
Robin, if you need help, I can run your carts for you.
I think Fred already grabbed them.
Okay.
Well, there's Hurricane Felix. I don't need your sound effects, Howard.
Oh, man.
Hurricane Felix hit
Hurricane Felix is in this stall.
Bermuda last night. They didn't get the eye of the storm, but the storm certainly lashed it with high winds and rains. Here's what it sounded like.
It sounds like my wireless microphone. Where's in here?
And they say it's now headed toward the mid-Atlantic east coast of the United States.
How do you like working like this?
I don't like it at all.
I know it's weird. Wait. Oh, man, I'm in bad shape.
I don't even want to hear this.
I couldn't go for like 2 days. Wait a second. I couldn't go for like 2 days, and all of a sudden, when I'm on the air, I had to go.
Ugh.
I really could not wait. I'm sorry, Robin. Go ahead.
So anyway, they expect to possibly be issuing hurricane warnings for parts of the East Coast later today.
I know.
You know. That's all you've got to say?
I have to concentrate. Ganji, you still out there? Oh, man.
That's going to be starting.
How bad's it smelling here?
See, I can't do, I need to be looking at you when I do some of these stories.
Just come in here and look at me. You'll pass out.
I'm not going to do it now, though.
Robin, just look at me.
It's not the same.
It's bad.
In fact, I can't look at you and do the news.
Robin?
What?
I got to do a courtesy plug.
Oh, boy. Is Ganji still in there?
Yeah.
So, how do you go?
At the O.J. Simpson trial yesterday, they argued back and forth once again about what is admissible and what is not. Clark kept getting into it for some reason or other. And here is Judge Ito.
Hey, Robin.
Lashing at Marsha Clark. What?
You should see Ganji. He's got his shirt pulled up around his nose.
Oh, goodness.
It was really bad in here.
That's got to be above and beyond.
Oh, my God. Well, why don't you leave then?
The call of duty. Oh, dear.
Hey, come here, man. What?
I said, are you almost done? Because I'm feeling real sick.
Ooh. And you've even done a courtesy flush.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on my second. What is that?
I can smell it through my shirt still.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Judge Ito has something to say.
Let's wind this up. Let's try the Simpson case sometime today.
Did you hear him? He said, let's wind this up.
What?
Judge Ito said, could you wind this up?
I said, I can't wait to get out of here already.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Anyway, they will continue with the lab expert in the courtroom today. That leg they found in the rubble of the Oklahoma bombing.
Yeah, I want to put a bid in on that. It's like the Elephant Man remains.
They say they may have to declare it the 169th victim of that bomb. Nobody can really be sure who the leg fitted with a military-style boot belongs to. It does not match any of the 168 victims they've found so far and have been able to identify.
I'm coming in, Robin. Hold on. I'm coming in. I want to comment on the boot. Hey. Stinks in there.
Let's have a smell in there.
How did you clean yourself up so quickly?
Well, Ganji held the camera with one hand and serviced me. Oh my God. Go in there. Robin, go in
No,
there.
I'm not going in there. That is a treat I don't need to
Smells like a disaster area. At least I washed my hands.
partake in. Did you really? With
Yeah.
all of that electronic equipment?
Yeah, I electrocuted myself. Oh man, a little bit messy.
Oh, boy. Well, I guess you'll be rushing home, won't you?
Oh my God, I was dying. I've never had that happen in my history on the radio.
Well, you must have had to go because you finished up pretty fast.
Oh, there was no hesitation. Oh my God, and poor Ganji, it reeked. I was so embarrassed. So whose leg is that they found?
There's nothing left to talk about.
Oh my God, you should have seen what I did in there. It was the size of a midget.
How did you clean yourself?
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Oh my God, I had an accident. I don't even want
Are
to
you
check
still
my...
not done?
No, I don't even want to check my underpants.
This is so ridiculous.
I'm telling you.
This is, you know what, of all the things I have ever done on the air, I've never done anything like that. That's terribly unprofessional, Howard.
Thank you, I'm on a roll.
I mean, at least I have I get up and leave and I don't invite people with me.
You know what the problem is?
What?
See, you can get up and I can vamp for a while. Nobody lets me go. There's no one to turn on your microphone. Oh, that was really an emergency. I apologize to my audience.
No, you don't. You enjoyed every second of it.
You want to know something? I didn't because I didn't really fully evacuate.
I know. This is going to cause you problems in the long run.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to have to go again.
I know. Because I don't think I'm completely finished.
Don't squint at me like that.
I did 3/4 of it.
Makes me think something's happening.
It might be.
What a nightmare that was.
Thank you, OJ.
You're not kidding.
Well, I did the main portion of it.
Enough to get you through the rest of the show. Let's hope.
Yeah, I did the main course.
It's the dessert will come later.
Bill. Bill?
Hello, Howard.
Hey, man, you're on the air.
Okay. How are y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing great.
This is really weird, too, you know, because you see, this is what's going... You see, this is why I'm kind of...
This is the whole thing with this new CBS move.
Yeah, I'm a little uptight about it. I'm doing Letterman on the 12th, and I'm thinking, it's going to be a really uptight atmosphere. I know they're taking the show way too seriously now, because they're doing well, you know.
Not since Elvis was censored from the waist down on the very same stage has someone been edited from the neck up, and that's what happened to me.
You didn't even say anything that bad. The network...
Absolutely harmless.
Well, first of all, what happened was you got on the Letterman show because you were called at the last minute because... Didn't somebody cancel out?
Right. The former cook of the Gambino crime family who was in the witness protection program was hawking a cookbook.
Yeah, it was called the Mafia Cookbook.
These guys aren't known for their cleverness.
And then I read an article that Letterman pissed off the mob when they canceled this guy, the Mafia Cookbook.
Oh, he's in all kinds of trouble.
Well, of course, when they found out he was going on, they started getting all these calls. Is this guy going on? What time do y'all tape?
Yeah. Now, Bill, you're not in the mob, are you?
Not that I need to talk about, no.
Right. So, in other words, it wasn't like they put you in because you're in the mob as well.
As a mob replacement, no.
But why would
yeah, I used to be a waiter for the mob.
So Letterman cancels him at the last minute and puts Bill in, who's a comedian.
Yeah.
Right.
So Bill evidently had been screened. Who screened you, Morty?
Morty, Mary Connolly, all the people there.
Like, how do you get screened for the Letterman show? What, do they come to a comedy club and listen to you?
Yeah, they didn't do that this time. They just went over my set, you know, verbatim as I did it for them. And I was supposed to be on the Friday before, but got bumped.
Let me get this straight. So you do it for them over the phone, or you have to go down to the Letterman offices?
I went down to the offices. We did it over the phone. We did it several times.
All right, let me get this straight. You walk into, like, Letterman's, you know, building there. Right. Morty sits in a room with another woman or something?
Well, no, just...
And you stand there and do your act for them?
Just the woman. Yeah, I'm a little performing monkey boy.
Oh,
For the two of them.
Man, I thought it was bad. I've got to go do my pre-interview on Monday. But I get to do that over the phone. You got to go do your stand-up act in front of them?
Yeah, but
how can you do they sit there and laugh?
Well, yeah, but I did it over the phone as well, and they laughed. I mean, the whole thing was laughable.
Whenever I do the pre-interview with them over the phone, I usually they never laugh and stuff.
Right.
Because Frank Gannon used to do the pre-interview. And I'd be sitting there, and I'm like telling them, okay, I got this great thing I'm going to talk about. I really don't want to talk about it ahead of time because it ruins my spontaneity, and I really would rather just talk to Dave naturally about it, but I'll tell you what it is.
Right.
All right, what is it?
Right. Well, Frank used to also do that great wince.
Yeah. And he go,
ooh. I don't know. Ooh.
Yeah, Frank Gannon.
Like he was in direct pain.
Yeah, right. He'd go, ooh, that Dave, I don't know what Dave would do during that. And I go, well, what is he, an idiot?
What is Dave supposed to do?
What is Dave supposed to ooh. It's like, hey, Frank, you're making me feel like I'm, like I don't know, like I'm Judas or something.
Well, Frank said something very funny to me once. He said, well, you have to understand our audiences. And I said, what are you, grow them on farms? Are they comprised of people? I know them.
Yeah.
I'm a person.
Yeah, I'm a person. I've met a few people, and I've performed in front of a few people.
Right. When I'm not performing, I'm one of your audience.
In fact, I know your audience better than you do.
But that's true. They act like there's somebody different out there when you're watching the Letterman show.
Well, everywhere I've ever worked, that's like when we went to NBC, NBC Radio, they go, you don't understand who the family is of NBC listeners. I go, what are you talking about? They go, you don't understand the audience. The guy goes back, the program director, and he has a bunch of interns go through magazines and cut out pictures of people. But listen to this. I swear this happened to me, and Robin can back me up on it. They made a big collage of different people, all white people pretty much.
Yeah, occasional blackface.
Occasional blackface.
No Hispanic.
Out of a magazine.
These are people who've already been picked by an advertising company to represent a false family.
So they hang this big montage of people, and they write under it NBC Family, and they hang it in the studio. So all the jocks at the station, all the personnel are laughing at me now because I need a big poster in front of me to keep reminding me. Hung it back up so everyone could smell it, and then they took it down in like 2 days because it reeked. Bastards.
On the American Family. Good for you.
Yeah. Fred, you remember it? Yeah. Remember that poster?
It was laughable.
It was ridiculous. Brenda had to spend like a week putting that thing together.
Oh, is that who put it together?
Brenda had to put it together under orders of Downführer von...
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Boy, Fred, you know more about it than I do.
I love the meetings that go on preparing for that.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine?
Memos and meetings.
Oh, yeah. Well, I printed all that in my book. I printed all the memos and the meetings. I got all that stuff behind the scenes, and I threw it in my book. But we're not here to promote my book.
What's your book called? Something Parts? Private
Parts. Well, yeah.
I'll promote it for you.
I just read I was just in the middle of reading in the paper how I was banned from bookstores. But, okay. Anyway, so.
A lot of banning.
A lot of banning going. A banning in the air. But
1993 in America, too. In 7 years, it's going to be the year 2000. You can do your own math. I can prove that.
Yeah, and you know what's weird? How old are you, Bill?
I'm 31.
All right, well, I'm 39. I can't believe that my generation now is in control, in power, and we're more conservative than anybody.
Yep. Well, it's all what they deal with numbers and demographics. They don't deal with people anymore.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so this wave of hysteria has taken over. So anyway, so you go down to Letterman's offices, and you stand in front of Morty and the girl, and...
Yeah, this happened. This set was approved the week before.
Right. So you were all set with your material.
Right.
Okay. So they liked your material. And you know what? I read in the paper what you were doing, and it was real funny, and there was nothing really that... I mean, you did some religious stuff.
But it was so harmless. I mean, even people in church would laugh at that little comment. And I ran this set by my mom on her porch in Little Rock, Arkansas. You're not going to find more mainstream nor middle America than my 65-year-old mom.
Yeah, for example...
And she hooted and fell out of her rocker.
Yeah, well, then again, it's your mom, you know what I mean?
Was she's
going to hoot because...
she in the family montage at NBC?
Probably not. She drinks a lot and doesn't have teeth, your mom?
Well, no, but she's not that prejudiced when it comes to my show. Only comment was my hair kept falling to my eyes.
But doesn't your mom put out dirty records as well on her own label? Anyway, so
party records.
Yeah, party records.
She was on the Chitlin circuit for a long time. Mama Hicks.
Mom's Hicks. So anyway, so you go down to the Letterman offices, you do your material, you okay it with them, everyone's cool, and like typical material would be, and it's real funny material. It's this material, Robin. You, for example, hey, look at this. Do you think Jesus really wants to come back when everyone's wearing? I'm not doing justice to your material, but. You know, everyone is now wearing crosses.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've noticed that. Everyone is wearing crosses.
Yeah, I don't think it has any religious meaning.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's...
Well,
it looks like Satan worshippers.
I even softened it by saying nice sentiment, but you think when Jesus comes back, he's really going to want to see a cross.
Right.
Maybe that's why he hasn't shown up yet. He's up there going, Dad, they're still wearing crosses. They missed the point. I'm not going.
Yeah, it's not a nice reminder.
Right. It's like
So-
going up
That
to
was one
Jackie
of my worst
Onassis with a
days.
rifle pendant on, you know?
Yeah, what was that?
It's like going up to Jackie Onassis with a rifle pendant on.
Yeah.
Thinking of John, Jackie, we love him. Trying to
So-
keep the memory alive.
Right. So, and that's all you said. You know, you said that kind of material. It wasn't sexual or anything.
No, but there was. They called them. He goes. The censors called them hot points.
Hot points. Like,
Yeah.
like, why should we do anything interesting? And why should anybody, you know, why
we
is everyone...
don't want to excite people. We don't want to get them thinking.
Yeah, I mean, but why is it that everyone's so frightened of people's thoughts? I mean, you know, it's just like, well, hey, what is it? These are Bill Hicks's thoughts. Why don't we listen to them and listen?
And you know what's a bummer? I've seen a million comics go on who I thought were atrocious and who bombed, and yet I didn't write any letter.
And also CBS doesn't, you see, CBS doesn't understand what they have in Letterman. They've gotten the late night franchise. They now have something that is the hottest show on television, and they'll blow it. They'll blow it for Letterman. I understand Letterman's real upset about this.
Well, I think it's the only show I do, and I'm a big fan of the show.
Right.
And I mean, that's kind of a disappointment on top of all this, because I thought it was the closest to me I've ever been on the show.
Right.
How many times have you done the show?
This was the 12th time I've done it. And I'll tell you something, no one has ever come up to me after any of the other 11 times and said, boy, I saw you on Letterman, it was great. You know why? Because it wasn't me. I'd been so declawed by the censors.
Right.
That I went on as this, perfunctory little joke blower.
Right.
And I wasn't me. My stuff requires an odd dramatic where you think I'm serious for a minute, then I take the air out.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what you do. And the thing is that this is the first time you went on at 11:30, though, right?
Oh, well, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
you have to
right.
understand the 11:30 audience.
Yeah.
There's a different
Yeah, oh, yeah, they're all freaked out now that there's a different audience. They don't understand. No, it's the same audience.
They just stayed up later.
There's just more of them available to
The
watch.
show was taped at 5:30 in the afternoon, and that crowd loved it.
Yeah, well...
So what, 11:30 to 12:30, everyone becomes overly sensitive, and they have a crayon in their hand? And they start scribbling?
You don't understand the people who are watching.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you're stupid. You don't understand people. They do. So the point is that, so then all of a sudden, I guess, did they call you at home and say, hey, listen, we had to cut out your whole act?
Yeah, they called me at the hotel after I'd relaxed and everything. Hey, it was over with. It went great. Everyone agreed. Morty said you killed. Absolutely wonderful.
So they were happy.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were Dave gave me a Havana cigar during the break. You know, it was really a nice, relaxed, great day for me. And
Dave gave you a Havana cigar?
Yeah.
Where'd he get him?
Dave doesn't ever give me anything.
He's upset with you.
You know what Letterman said to me? I was on a year ago, and I'm going on again, which is weird. But and this is the first time I've ever asked them to go on because I'm promoting the book. But I don't know if they ever would have had me back or not.
I'm sure they would have.
But Dave just said to Dave turned to me.
You're on, and you're on Leno. It's hilarious. I almost said the wrong word.
Yeah.
But it is hilarious.
Yeah, and
I don't think any of your thoughts have made the world fall off its axis.
No, as a matter of fact, when I went on Leno, they tried to pre-interview me and all that, and I avoided all of that because I think that sucks. I think if you want Howard Stern, I've been given a list of rules, too, for the new Letterman show. And the thing is, I said, hey, listen, I called you to go on, so I'll comply with any of your rules. I don't care. I just want to promote my book and get word out because I like what I wrote, basically, and I want people to read it. But I think there shouldn't be any rules. I think you should go on there and just have Howard Stern on or have Bill Hicks on.
You wonder if people can actually have conversations without these pre-interviews.
Yeah, I know.
Can people really talk to people if they don't have somebody find out what they're going to say first?
Well, I think...
But CBS is blowing it.
This is a horrible attitude, and I tell you, the idea they have standards and practices. This is, after all, network TV that hawks beer every other commercial, the number 2 killer drug in America, while during War Against Drug specials with Connie Chung, and they have no sense of irony nor qualms about doing that, yet they find my just simple ideas somehow not suitable.
Hey, Bill, by the way, Chevy Chase just called in. He said to let you do whatever you want. Just come on. If you could be there tonight.
Well, he's called since then and asked me to host. So.
Yeah, right. They're thinking of making you the host of that show.
They're changing the name of that theater.
Yeah, they want to change it to the Bill Hicks Theater. Stick you in there.
Have my mom as my Ed McMahon.
Yeah, be good. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. I know. You know what's really embarrassing? You tell all your friends and your
that
family.
You're going to be on.
And then all of a sudden, they call you at home and say, listen, we're cutting it out. And then you frantically go, oh, man, should I call everyone and tell them?
Yeah, what did you do?
Well, yeah, and isn't it bad when you have to call everyone and say, oh, I'm not going to be on? And
my mom was furious. My parents were absolutely furious because I'd run the set by them, and they've talked to me over the years about the you know, I do a lot of material that is way out there, but obviously I understand the ramifications of network TV.
Yeah, but my mom is like furious with the FCC. She's out of her mind over it.
My mom too, and she was absolutely livid. And I mean, if she could be in the, I would like to meet these standards and practice guy, because I got a right hook I've been saving for somebody for about 7 years.
Yeah, I know all those standard and practice guys. When I was at NBC, I used to have, remember they used to sit me down, 5 of them on a couch. They would sit there like robots and tell me and read me the riot act every week. It was 5 of them, and you can't outnumber them. I mean, you can't. If you start to say something, they each have a new angle on it.
Plus, everything they say is insane, so there's no way to talk sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. None of it makes sense. And then as soon as they run out of arguments, because you're 10 times smarter than they are, they go, look, you don't understand who listens.
You just can't do it.
Yeah, you don't understand what's going on out there.
You know what I found is that 90% of the people in this country are actually reasonable and very reasonable people. They kowtow to that 10%.
Yeah. 10% idiots.
The 10% idiots who are in a trailer with a crayon writing, I saw God talk about Jesus, I'm offended, signed X. And they get that letter, and they take the one person in the room who complained over the 250 people who howled with laughter.
Yeah, well,
now you understand everything.
Yeah, because now you understand why I have $1.5 million worth of fines against me, because one guy keeps complaining against me out of millions of listeners.
The FCC wants to change all of radio for one person.
Well, you know, another thing is, too, this idea that
it's a joke.
I'm offended. Well, I have news for you. I'm offended by a lot of things, too.
Yeah, but
where do I send my list?
Yeah.
Life is offensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just get in touch with your outer adult and grow up and move on. Reasonable people don't write letters because, A, they have lives, B, they understand it's just TV, C, they know if they see something they don't like, something they do like might be on later. I've seen many comics I've hated. I've seen many religious shows that have offended me. I've never written a letter. I just go about my life.
Well, the problem is there's also a lot of white people out there who are freaking out over what's going on in the black community, and they think that the blacks...
Bill Hicks isn't going to change.
They think that the blacks are watching Howard Stern and Bill Hicks, and they're going to watch it, and then they're going to go out and go on another L.A. rampage. That's what they think. That's what they think is making the blacks out of control.
Well,
and
Bill Hicks is the problem.
And they don't realize there's a whole problem in that community with family breakdown and all that other stuff.
And all due to alcohol, probably, not drugs.
Yeah, that they keep talking on TV.
The effects of alcohol on their dad, beating their mom, the breakup of the family, and all hawked by these networks who have such high standards. They consider themselves the moral arbiters of this country, which I think goes a long way towards explaining the problems with this country.
So anyway, so Letterman's people, I'm sure, were very apologetic. I mean...
Well, you know, here's the punchline. They asked me back in 3 weeks, and I said, I don't think I can learn to juggle in that short of a time.
Yeah, you got to come up with a whole new act, don't you? So you're not going to go on?
Tossing balls now.
I would love to go on. I love the show, and I love Dave, and the fact of the matter is that they keep asking me to come on, and then they don't want me to be me, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's like it's so tempting to go on. Well, that's what happened to Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce used to go on network television and do like these straight shows.
Right. Nobody knew who the real Lenny Bruce was.
And nobody cared. And, you know, you watch those appearances now and they seem so mundane and so ordinary. You go, gee, was Lenny Bruce any good? But the real stuff that he was doing was in clubs.
Right.
So, you know, and it's weird, too, because if you're a comedian out there, you know, being on Letterman gets you better billing in clubs, gets you more money on club dates, gets you well-known. Hey, maybe a network guy will see you, and you'll put you in some kind of TV special. Right. So it's really exciting to be tapped by Letterman. But then on the other hand, you go, oh, man, but what good is being tapped if I'm not going to be funny and be me?
Right.
But do you think $14 million makes up for the gutting of his show?
Yeah. As far as he's concerned, he's not walking out. $14 million is a lot of money, even with the Clinton tax plan, after all goes through.
And the other thing I wanted to say was in his promos prior to the debut of the show on CBS, he kept saying it was going to be the same old Dave.
Well, it is the same old Dave, just CBS is cutting chunks of it out.
Yeah,
Dave,
right.
Dave is
same old Dave, brand new censors.
Brand new censors. That's the new spot. That's the new spot. Well, Bill.
Still, it's the best show on TV, and after watching the horrific Tonight Show with Jay Leno, which I think is the #1 cultural train wreck in the country, me and my friends watch it every night like it's a Zapruder film, wondering exactly which point Jay's soul leaves his body. I think it comes right at the intro.
It is funny, too, because I used to go see Jay Leno in clubs in Washington, D.C. like 11 years ago, and Jay was very cutting edge. It was very underground to go see Jay Leno, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Seriously, Bill. Wasn't he kind of like,
no.
he was like the cutting edge comedian.
He was the #1 comic in the country at one time.
Yeah, and then it is kind of weird to see the new Jay
talking with Joey Lawrence from Blossom. I'm sure that was his ultimate comedic dream. So, Joey, good to see you again. What are you, 16? Got a license? Oh, God, what have I done with my life?
Yeah. They even filed down his jaw, I heard.
Well, I sort of think of him as like a head on a stick now. You know, somebody's down there working it.
You know, I would love to produce The Tonight Show and really just get, you know, because they wrote an article in the paper today how, you know, when Jay didn't have any competition, he was starting to get some young viewers and stuff, and now that Letterman's on, all the young viewers have left him, and now he's, you know, he's playing a 50-year-old.
I think Jay, I think he's the only comic in the world playing to an audience older than him.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird that the 50-year-olds are more comfortable with Jay Leno.
Well, I think what it is, they have old TVs without remote control, and they can't get to it to change the channel.
Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, they're just glued to that Channel 4.
But it's like watching Monty Hall guest host the Mike Douglas show in 1974. That's the feeling I get when I watch the show.
Yeah, so Jay, you know, is sitting there, and they keep saying, gee, you know, how could Jay appeal to young, hip people? And I just said, well, you know, there's a way to produce that show that would loosen him up a little. I mean, you know, Letterman's just got the whole thing locked up.
But if he keeps up this with CBS...
Well, he knows that. I think, according to what I read in the paper today, Letterman is furious with them. And I know that feeling. I've had chunks of my show at NBC removed.
Mm-hmm.
And that drives you nuts because you know that it was a good show.
Right. And it's part of the flow of the show, too.
And what is it? You can't talk about religion? You can't talk about religion. And if Bill Hicks is doing a wild bit on religion, that's what separates Letterman from Leno. Leno won't do that stuff.
You got to have venue for new voices. And not just me, but there's a lot of comics with a lot to say who've sat there beating their head against the wall wondering why. My stuff's clean. And what you find out is they don't want you to talk about ideas on TV.
It's very frustrating, too. At least remember the Christmas show we did at Channel 9 and they wanted to cut out my nativity scene?
Right, yeah. How can you have a nativity scene on a Christmas show?
I played the Virgin. Yeah, I said, you know, it was really weird. I did a Christmas show for Channel 9, a special. And I said, look, the nativity scene is crucial to this. Cheech and Chong were the wise men. I was the Virgin Mary. I had my legs up in stirrups giving birth to baby Dan Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to edit out my legs spread in the stirrups. I fought for 2 weeks. They delayed the show. They would not show the Christmas special until sometime around Easter. And finally, they put it on the air. You got to fight for these things.
Well, you don't understand. Mary gave birth in the cross-leg position.
Yes. Read all about it in my book.
And then she was out working that day, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Vietnamese ladies.
Hey, Bill, sorry that happened to you.
Well, I appreciate your interest, and I appreciate having me on. I've
And by the way,
on before, and I really enjoyed it.
If you want to see the Bill Hicks show, Wednesday, October 27th at Caroline's at 8 p.m., see him uncensored and live.
And the show that was banned from CBS.
Will you actually do the material that was banned?
I'll do it the first 7 minutes. Then I go into my long spiel about the value of TV in our culture, and it's quite humorous.
Excellent.
What date is that again?
That is Wednesday, October... Oh, I think you have a new fan in Robin. Yeah, she'll be down there with her F-cups.
I hope it can come out, but I appreciate you having me on.
Will you say FCBS on stage?
Well, I have a new moniker for him. The C stands for something else now.
I got you. Bill Hicks, Wednesday, October 27th. Go see him at Caroline's at 8 p.m. And believe me, the lovely Caroline will be there, I'm sure, too.
Yeah.
He'll probably be looking at Bill in with different eyes now.
He's been censored.
He's been censored and all over the newspaper.
I must support him.
You know my motto, F Caroline. All right, Bill.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, Rob.
Bill Hicks,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Howard. Happy birthday to you.
Sings like an angel.
This is Tom Jones. Happy birthday, Howard.
40th birthday celebration live from Tavern on the Green.
Hey, you know,
Howard Stern.
All right, Allison, be quiet. I should have mentioned the Best of Judy Collins video that's out, and also the Judy Collins Sings Bob Dylan CD that just came out. She sings just like a woman, like a Rolling Stone. Got to serve somebody. The great voice of Judy Collins, and it's a new CD out in your stores now, as well as the video. I should have mentioned that, but in my excitement, I failed to, Robin.
You just got so carried away by the song, I suppose. You forgot.
Tavern on the Green is packed now with so many adoring fans and, of course, friends and stuff.
Yes, and another friend is standing in the wings waiting to wish you a happy birthday.
Who would that be, Robin?
The Indians, or make that the Native Americans, say he's still at war with them.
Yeah.
And he says it was Colin Ferguson, the man who shot up the Long Island Railroad train.
Oh.
That made him get married. That's what made him decide to get married.
Oh, this is great.
And, of course, he's the guy who invites you to places you don't belong.
Yep. Donald Trump. All right. Donald Trump is there. All right. Look at my sister. She's ready to hop in the sack with him.
She loves him.
Yeah, she likes him. Wow, there he is. Look at him. He looks different. Oh, there's my wife. Yes.
I think he's trying
Beautiful.
to...
Look at Donald. He knows how to work the room.
He's schmoozing.
He's
working
schmoozing.
the family.
In fact, you know what Donald Trump was telling me? Joan Rivers tried to sell him stuff as she was leaving.
Is that right?
Right. Hey,
Good
Donald.
morning.
Good seeing you. Take
You
a
know, when
seat.
you were walking in, Donald, you're looking better and better. What are you doing?
Well, it's called having no problems.
Is that right?
Right. I think
It
so.
works.
Life
for you.
has
Having few
become
problems.
Life has.
We all have problems.
Life has become a wedding.
Oh.
I walked in, I couldn't get a seat. How come D'Amato gets a seat and I don't? Am I
But
not
you were
supported?
impressed by the people there, I understood, huh?
No, there was a couple of cool people. I hung out with Don King and
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson and Tawny Katane, who was coming on pretty strong to me until my wife walked over and broke that one up.
And we were discussing babies.
Yeah, that was a great conversation.
Was that right?
Yeah, it was fun though. We had a good time. But actually, to clear this up, Kathy Lee Gifford's excuse was she had to stay home and fold napkins that night. It wasn't because I was at the party. Because you're friends with her, right?
Well, I am, and Frank is a fantastic guy, her husband, and they're really good people.
Right.
But they do get decimated on the show.
Yeah, right. Maybe
They
that
do
was
get
it.
decimated on the show. There's no question about it.
You know, I got to tell you something. Out of all the things I've ever done, more people come up to me and say, "What was Donald Trump's wedding like?" Seriously, was that the most asked
Yes,
question?
absolutely.
We went on vacation after your wedding, and everyone said, "Well, what was Donald Trump's?" I said, "All the stuff I do, people want to know what was Donald Trump's wedding like."
Fascinating. People are fascinated.
Well, you know, Allison, it was amazing. We had really great people there, and the biggest people, and the only one that anybody talked about were you guys.
That's right.
So,
Very, very
I wanted
important.
now, you know, a lot of it had
Pretty
to do
sad.
with the comment.
Yeah, right.
If he would have said it was a lovely wedding, it was beautiful, like everybody else, everybody leaves saying, "Oh, it was lovely, lovely." Okay, forget them. You know,
does, and it can help you. I said, what marital problem could John have? There's no way you can get sick of Connie Sullivan. There's no way.
She's great, and
She's
John's
beautiful.
great. John's a very talented guy. Actually, John interviewed my wife on a show.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, John, you were going to ask a question about me, and she walked off the set.
We never even got to it, Donald. We were doing this. We were doing the open to the show, and I said, listen, I want to know about Donald. I want to know about Marla. And she got in the limousine crying and
Really?
about Ivana.
Your ex-wife.
Yeah, ex-wife,
Which
yeah.
was a high point. I mean, this is my ex-wife.
Yeah, but let's face it, your ex-wife should expect that because really her accomplishment in life was marrying you.
Well.
So, I mean, she should
Yeah, but she's a good. She is. Ivana's a good woman. I don't know what happened that particular day, but I had heard you were getting ready to ask a Donald question. She said, "I'm out of here."
Yeah. Hey,
In
John.
the middle of the show.
Too bad Lisa Gibbons wasn't in the earthquake, huh? She really stuck by you, huh? Well, we're going to keep you, Lisa, and get rid of John. Oh, great. Yeah.
I got to tell you a story. A year ago, I was in that darn Macy's parade, right? And I'm up there, and it's raining, and the fans are there. It was great. They're, hey, John, hey, love entertainment time. All of a sudden, in the background, I hear, hey, blonde Frankenstein.
I was kidding. You know, I was kidding John around, and I said, "Hey, you look a little like the blonde Frankenstein." But
It's a little more like Herman Munster.
All right, Herman Munster. You know, because I got mad that he was with Connie Selleck. That was all. You understand, Donald. Those things happen. A guy gets crazy. He sees this, and he gets wild. That's
Well,
all.
John, you know, the time that I met Connie, which was a couple of years ago during this show,
she
was just at the beginning of her relationship with you.
And she didn't have sex with him, by the way, Donald.
Which is hard to believe.
John, how did that happen? How could you not have sex with Connie
He wasn't
Selleck?
going to pressure her. She might have left.
I've heard about that. Is that
Thank
true?
you very much, Robin.
John
You're
couldn't, I think John couldn't close the deal. That was the problem. Did you try to get her in bed or what? I read that. I was shocked.
I would have done whatever she wanted to do. Let's just put it that way.
Really?
Oh,
I mean,
of
she
course.
kept, like you said to her, hey, listen, I think it's time to sleep together. You know, we're both in love and everything. And she said, look, I'm born again Christian. I can't sleep with you.
No, it didn't work that way. It was a very private thing, Howard.
Donald, would you ever marry a woman who wouldn't sleep with you? Seriously, you'd want to test out.
Well, I think there's always something nice about the concept.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't be a
Concept
Yeah,
is
right.
good.
Having
The
said
concept
that,
is good.
right.
Well, having said that, I'm not so sure that I could do it. But
Donald, you know the truth. Tell the truth. You would have said.
The concept is that that's what we read about.
Yeah. You would have said, Jesus, schmeezus, let's hop in the sack and get it on because I got
he and Marla met in a church. That's what I keep reading.
We met in church.
And 3 seconds later,
We did
you
actually
was having
meet.
fun.
In the pew.
In the pew, you did?
I meet everybody in church.
No kidding.
You know, I'm a religious guy. I mean,
John, were you going nuts, though? I mean, here you had Connie Selleck, maybe one of the best pieces in the world, and all of a sudden you go, oh, my luck, now she's a born-again Christian. Were you freaking out?
Where did you meet her?
Where did I meet Connie?
Yeah.
We met in a health club in Palm Springs.
What was she wearing, like a thong or something?
She was wearing the whole deal. You know?
Oh.
Yeah. And
Oh, my
all
God.
that stuff. She looked like she was doing an exercise tape.
And so all of a sudden you go up and you introduce yourself?
Not a chance. I figured there's no way. My hair was going everywhere, and I had glasses on sideways, and I was about to walk out, and she actually said, "Are you John?"
Oh, really?
And that's how. Yeah, I was never going to talk.
And then you asked her out.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh, man. And then you figured, hey, maybe after a month she'll go to bed with me. This is kind of fun for a month. And in 2 months, and then she kept saying no.
No, it didn't work that way. It was something that we agreed upon together.
I tell you, if I was dating Connie Seliger, she wouldn't go out with me, she wouldn't have sex and all that kind of stuff. There'd be holes in the walls from dents that I made with my head.
But you know what, John? It's the way it's supposed to be. Congratulations. That is the way it's supposed to be.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know how you did it, but that's the way.
Yeah, right. Nobody knows how he did it.
Well, now Connie's 5 months pregnant.
Oh, really? And I want to make this announcement. It's Donald Trump's baby. I didn't want to. Something happened. No. It is John's baby.
Yeah.
Hey, John, seriously, with that talk show of yours?
Yeah.
What's with Lisa Gibbons, man? Why doesn't she stick by you? What do you mean?
I don't know what happened. You know, NBC. I love to say that I quit, but NBC decided they wanted the show wasn't doing well in the ratings, and NBC decided that they wanted a show that was more female oriented.
And so you had to go.
Yeah.
They just sort of lopped off my name. That was.
And when you lost the show, did Connie say, "Hey, I'm having second doubts about marrying you," and maybe second thoughts about marrying you?
Oh, of course, yeah.
She did right away. She wanted to leave you, right? But she's sticking with you no matter what, right?
Actually, it worked out for the best because I have more time.
How come you guys never cover me on Entertainment Tonight? You always is it because
that's a good question.
Yeah, come on.
You know, I don't know what it has nothing to do with nobody liking you. I don't know what the deal is.
But John, he had the biggest book signing ever.
Never mind that.
Ignore that.
They did a piece on the Jon Stewart show. It was his first night. They were following around. They cut me totally out of the piece, and I was the first guest. I was the whole show.
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I don't. Obviously, you know the business. I don't make those decisions.
Well, now that our feud is over, John, will you check into that, please? Find out what's going on.
It is
I was never having a feud with you, Howard. You know I am a loyal fan. I was listening to you in New York when you used to have when you broke Bon Jovi. Remember that?
That's right. I sure did.
Yeah.
I actually broke him in half. But John, continued success.
Yes, thank you for calling in.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. My love to Connie.
I'll do that.
I would love to meet Connie.
You will have to get together sometime.
In fact, I would love to put together a swimsuit calendar with her as well. What's it like every night? I mean, I got Donald Trump who goes to bed with Marla every night. I go to bed with my beautiful wife, but you guys, with these guys, your wives are like 20 years younger than you.
I'm very lucky. Let's put it that way.
All right, listen.
And everybody, I tell you what, everybody should be as loyal as you are to your wife. I think that's wonderful.
Well, you know what it is? I'm going to tell my secret. I actually watch those tapes that you sell. The funniest thing about the commercial is you watch the tape, and, you know, the commercial, Connie and John Tesh are sitting there. Connie's beautiful and everything, and then they bring in these regular couples who are having marital problems, and they watch the tape. Meanwhile, you can see why they're having marital problems. This guy's wife looks like a bus hitter in the face.
It's written right there. Right?
Yeah, that you understand, you know. But you see Connie sitting there. What's the problem? Is Connie a pain in the ass or what?
Donald, congratulations on your marriage. You got yourself a wonderful woman. I love Marla.
John, you were not invited to the wedding, I take it.
I was invited to the wedding.
You would have been, John. Had I known, you would have been.
We were invited to the wedding.
Right.
You were?
I think they were.
Yeah.
I think they were.
Who knows?
How's that for recovery? But I think you were invited, actually.
Right.
You were in California.
Well, there's just so many people, Don. I understand.
Well, John, thanks for calling in. I appreciate you doing that. And I'm glad our relationship is solid. And in a couple of weeks, I have to call you and Connie at the same time.
And we'll counsel you.
So, you know, so it was a good guy.
Can I tell you my fantasy tonight on my birthday?
Uh-oh.
My fantasy tonight, because my wife was not going to give me, she's not going to give me sex tonight, so I have to fantasize. You understand what that's like. You'll see a couple of years.
That's not true. You might.
In my fantasy tonight, Connie Seliger and Marla will be getting it on with me.
Oh, dear.
Now, what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
That sounds good to me.
That sounds good.
Interesting.
I don't mind saying that.
Fantasy.
Listen, why not? But yes. Oh, we have to take a break?
Yeah.
All right, I want to thank Donald Trump for coming here today.
Well, thank you, and thank you very much. And Allison.
I'm thrilled to see you again.
Thanks for that present.
And congratulations.
Robin, as always.
Always good to see you.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you very much.
And I do believe it will last a long time.
Yes.
I
Now
do.
you do.
Yes.
Now you do.
And do me a favor, name a hotel after me, please.
Have a good time.
The great Donald Trump, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay.
Be good.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Brian May. Howard Stern, happy birthday, you old bastard.
It's the 40th birthday celebration for Howard Stern from Tavern on the Green. More after this.
People up and dancing during that? I saw Billy West's wife dancing during that. She thinks she's 12.
He made everybody feel young.
Jackie's wife, she thinks she's 17. Screaming out there in the whole day. Everybody loved that. Long Island. There you go. We're going to take a quick break, Robin. I saw Dominic Barbara during that dance song. His breasts were actually jiggling to the music. It was wild out there. It really was.
He couldn't help himself.
That was great. The great Peter Wolf.
Yeah.
Thanks, Peter. Let me take a break here for a spot, Robin.
I was just going to say, remember that Jay Giles anthology on Rhino Records? It's out now.
It's great. Jay Giles anthology on Rhino. Over there, as you recognize, Robin, is one of our greatest sponsors.
Yeah.
The sponsor who's been with us, I think the longest, is Snapple.
Of course.
And
We have Wendy from Snapple.
Wendy is here, who is now a celebrity because of the Snapple commercials. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Howard. How
Let me
are
say
you?
something. I think, and who do you have here with you, Wendy?
I'm sorry.
Who is this with you here?
This is Lisa.
Lisa, hi. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good to see you. And
Lisa joined us in the marketing department. She took my old job. Yeah.
Wendy, you've become quite the celebrity since appearing on the Snapple commercials.
Yes, I have.
And you're excited about it. I know that.
It's really thrilling. Who would ever dream that we would get 1,500 letters a week? Huh?
Wow. Do you really get 1,500
Yeah,
letters
we
a
do.
week? You do.
We do. In the beginning,
the Snapple people do.
Yeah.
Right. And
Well, you know, anybody at Snapple who will read this.
and you remember what it was like in the beginning.
Well, I joined them 3 years ago. So,
so you don't remember.
So, you know, I sort of
Well, I've been with the company longer than you have.
You have.
And did you get to be in the commercial?
And we thank you. We appreciate everything you've done.
Well, thank you. And Snapple, you know how I believe in the Snapple product, how good I think it is.
Absolutely.
I think it is one of the best products out there because it's all natural. And when you give your kids soda, you should
But
give
you
them a natural
must
product.
wonder how Wendy got into their commercials and not you.
Yeah, that is quite.
I knew that was going to come up at some point.
Well, I'm sure there's an explanation.
Howard, let me tell you something. You can't be king of everything. You know, let me be queen for a day.
Yes, you are the queen for the day, absolutely.
Okay.
And let me just tell you something. No, Wendy actually won the pie eating contest. That's how she got it.
You know, let me tell you something. I have a lot of fans out there that like me the way I am.
I
so
love you the
I'm
way you
afraid to tell you.
I'd hop right in the sack with you right now if you asked me to. Now, I notice, I don't mean to be crass and cut into your time here, but I notice you brought a present with you, and I would
Yes, we
expect
did.
that Snapple probably bought me something
And it
very
is
beautiful.
a thoughtful present.
I mean,
and
after
a lot of time went into this.
All right.
One could make the argument that...
I haven't had a cent.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not paying?
Could you write to them for me, Robin?
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Now, what rock stars are you hanging out with today?
Well, I'm expecting Pete Townsend to come in and have a drink with us, and
Are you
Paddy
serious?
Maloney of the Chieftains.
You're really going to meet with Pete? I thought you and Pete don't get along anymore.
Well, we don't get along, but we're coming in to have another round.
Pete's very difficult. He's a big pain in the ass. Roger can tell you this.
Are you guys going to play together again?
He's going to play on the show, yeah.
Yeah, he'll be part of that
Well,
thing.
one of him is.
Hey, Roger, I want to thank you for calling in on the show. You know I always appreciate that.
Okay, Howard.
Yeah.
You have a great day.
And listen, I wish you luck in your conversations with Pete Townsend. I know what a pain in the ass he can be.
Talk very loud.
Like I say, it depends which one I get.
Exactly. Hey, how many...
It's a great bunch of guys.
Answer a quick question. How many drinks do you need to talk to Pete? Be honest.
I find it better doing it cold sober, then you remember it.
Exactly. But anyway, good luck with that whole conversation. I know how trying that can be.
Anyway, all the best to you. Have a great day.
There he is, the great Roger Daltrey. Thanks so much,
Love you,
Roger.
Robin and Jackie.
Bye-bye. There he is. Robin, we have to take a quick break here on the birthday show.
Okay. All right, because we have another guest coming up.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show on 97. It's The Howard Stern Show on the Eagle.
This is Buddy Hackett. And Howard Stern, you're approaching your 40th year.
Ah, Buddy.
It'll be a wonderful year. The
Nice
rest
mix.
of your life will be wonderful.
Thank you.
Bring a lot of sunshine into people's life, and you bring a lot of fret and fury. Try to balance it out, boy.
Nice mix of
We're back
people.
at Tavern on the Green with the Howard Stern 40th birthday celebration.
You got the old generation, you got the young
Just
generation.
showing that everybody loves Howard.
Absolutely, Robin. So many people here. Let's get to all of them.
Geraldo Rivera is in the wings, Howard, waiting to come in and wish you a happy birthday.
Is that right?
He's just back from Los Angeles.
Yes. Oh, Max is here. Yes, Max?
We're on the air right now.
Yeah, Max. Max is used to working with unprofessionals like Conan O'Brien.
You wouldn't know about being on the air.
Max showing off his wife is a little piece of this.
I was just about to say that Geraldo is here from Los Angeles, where he just survived the earthquake.
Of course, he probably ran out there when he heard there was an earthquake. There he is,
called
Geraldo.
it city surfing when he woke up in that hotel at 4:30 in the morning.
Hey, Geraldo. Sit down.
He's Jewish, he's Hispanic, he's Geraldo.
He's Geraldo. He's everything there is to be. You know, I'm always amazed by Geraldo. He's the only guy. It's like you probably ran out to California
To be in the earthquake.
to be in the earthquake so you could grab some publicity, didn't you? Put on the microphone, Scott. I must wake Scott up.
Scott, wake up.
Thank you.
I went to Universal Studios with the kids the day before we did the earthquake ride.
Yeah.
What do you do when you go to Universal Studios? Are you recognized a lot?
Of course.
So
do you have a special person, though, following you? Or
Universal
taking you
is
around?
better than Disneyland because Universal lets you beat the line. Disneyland, you got to stay in the line.
So in
for
other words, if
45
you
minutes.
are Geraldo, you can
Or
take your
Howard.
kids. You can take your kids and you don't have to stand on any line.
Right.
What do they do? Usher you right to the front?
You go to the exit and you go in that way.
Okay, so no one sees you.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Wow. That's unbelievable. And do you wear a sign that says, I am Geraldo at all? Just so people will know that is why you were there?
So welcome to the backside of life now.
What do you mean the backside?
Well, now you're 40 years old. You've just got, 15, 20 years left?
That's right. How old are you now, Geraldo?
50.
You are 50?
Yes, he turned 50 last year.
And Geraldo don't look so bad.
Not too bad.
No, I mean, seriously.
Those steroids.
I am really
It may
freaking
not
out.
be too bad to be on this side of life.
I am flipping out that I'm 40.
I saw Timothy Leary not too long ago. And
Well, he's a mess.
And that's my vision of what you'll look like.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's hope I take better care. My sweet Gifford has no sense of humor. That's the amazing thing. Just because we talk about her and criticize her, she can't take it. Geraldo, you have a sense of humor.
I have a sense. I can laugh at myself, and I often do. I was laughing at myself this morning.
even when we made jokes about you, and for a while you were having trouble getting Cece pregnant and all those things, you stuck with us, even though we said some terrible, horrible things about your impotence and all kinds of things, didn't we? I mean, there were times that I berated you, and you stuck with. Remember the time I said to you after the Al Capone special, the Al Capone's vault, I said your head was as empty as Al Capone's vault, and you got mad at me, and I got mad at you, and we started going at it. And yet we remained friends, didn't we?
You remained my friend after I said of your penis it was the angry inch.
Yes. So we can certainly all laugh at ourselves, although I didn't think that comment was funny. No one thought that was funny. But Geraldo...
Especially not Allison.
Right.
Where is she?
Hey, that's her nightmare. That poor woman.
Hi, babe.
There she is.
How are you?
Hey, get your hands off of Geraldo, you sex maniac. There she is. My wife hates you, Geraldo, by the way.
Oh, that's right. That was the show.
My wife hates you.
No, I don't really hate
You do hate
him.
Geraldo.
Now I like him better now that the show's over.
That's right. It was the highest rated of all those silly shows.
That's right. It
What
was
are you doing with my hair?
Geraldo, get your hands off my wife.
Just stay on mic, Geraldo.
So Dominic...
She's not an ABC intern,
Dominic
Geraldo.
Barber is trying to offer me $500,000 to fight Joey.
Will you fight Joey Buttafuoco?
You sponsor it. The ratings go through the roof.
I will sponsor it.
You have to do it at my broadcast boxing club, which opens
No
on
problem.
February 1st.
So why don't we do it?
Do it. I mean,
Would
the
you
money
box
you
him?
could make.
You could beat him. You know why you could
Wait
beat
a
him?
minute. He's
not
a
a boxer.
big guy.
He's a big guy, but he doesn't box.
Big and tough and strong, but I'll jab around him.
Can I say something? In seriousness, if you want to fight Joey Buttafuoco, he's bigger than you are, but he's not like Stallone who knows how to box.
That's right.
He does not know how to box. I think it would be excellent. I'd be
You're
proud.
hoping he doesn't know how to box.
I'd be proud to sponsor it, and all the money could go to charity.
Well, Joey's will go to Joey's charity.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe Dominic's
charity.
Well, you know, why
which
should
is
we give it to
south
charity?
of his belt.
I got a better idea. Forget the charity.
Yeah.
Let's put it on pay-per-view. I'll promote it.
Pay-per-view would be big.
And
How
let's-
big?
You want to do it?
Allison,
And
what
we'll
do you
split
think?
it.
I think it'd be exciting.
I'll do it right now. You want to do it?
As long as Howard's not getting hit.
Still in jail for another 2 months.
All right, if he's out, Dominic, you want to be in on this? Here comes the bloated attorney, Dominic Barber, who represents Joseph Buttafuoco. I am saying right now, Dominic, are you serious that Joey wants to fight?
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, do you know that Geraldo is a trained boxer?
Howard Stern 40th birthday celebration at Tavern on the Green.
All right, thank you.
Here's Howard Stern.
And here is the lovely hostess, Robin Quivers.
Howard, we have another guest ready to greet you on your birthday.
Who would that be,
On the
Robin?
phone. People used
Hello?
to talk about this guy's hair. Now, all they say is, I can't believe he's married to Julia Roberts.
Whoa.
Leader of the large band is Lyle Lovett.
Hey, Lyle, how you doing?
Howard, I'm great. Happy birthday to you.
All right, Lyle Lovett, everybody. The man I made love to on The Tonight Show.
That's right. You two were a couple.
You know, Lyle, when we were on The Tonight Show, and I embraced you, little did I know that you were going to score Julia Roberts.
Well, I think that really helped me, Howard.
Let me tell you, you know what I think? You know, people like say, hey, Lyle's not the best looking guy in the world. You know what did it for Lyle? He has a
What?
good sense of humor.
Is that right?
That's how I think he got Julia Roberts. I was watching your wife on The Tonight Show like a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
And she was wearing like a little Girl Scout outfit or something. Oh, man. And all I could think about is you. And every night what you must do. I mean, let me ask you, Lyle, and be honest, okay? Because you've always been honest. Every night, do you look down at your genitals and say, lucky us? I mean, what do you say? I mean, seriously, how did you meet Julia Roberts? You weren't going out with her when I met you on The Tonight Show, were you?
No, I wasn't going out with her then, but...
I mean, you got her quick, and then
He was free. You could have had it.
I mean, that is so great. I mean, you know what it is? Like now, you can really relax with your musical career because now you got dual incomes. You can go out, do a record whenever you want. She must have made a bundle of dough off the Pelican breed. I mean, it's unbelievable the party you're having.
Well, it sounds like y'all are having a great time there this morning, Howard.
You're not kidding. So how'd you meet her?
I met her, I sort of went to visit her. I called her up and.
Whoa, you mean you just said,
Wait
hey?
a minute. How do you? She doesn't tour or anything. She's not doing a concert.
Yeah, like how do you, what do you call her agent and say I'd like to meet Julia Roberts?
Well, we had mutual friends actually.
Right.
So I went to visit her when she was doing the Pelican Brief.
Oh, really? You just went on the set?
Yeah.
So you just met her.
Yeah, he just met her. He bagged her right away.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not stupid.
I'm sorry. I just vomited.
You move fast, Lyle.
I can't believe it. Now, you know what's going to be the toughest part about being married to Julia Roberts, don't you?
What's that?
You got to avoid her brother Eric at family parties. That guy's crazy. Isn't he? Have you met the whole family?
I've met most of the family.
Hey, you there with Julia now?
She's at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great, man. You don't have to do anything. You can
That's right. You laying in bed.
You just lay in
She's
bed.
at work.
Hey, Julia's at work. She'll be home later. It must be unbelievable, man. I swear, this is the coolest move you could have pulled in the whole world.
America's sweetheart, Lyle.
Well, who, Lyle or Julia?
No. But
Lyle.
can you imagine, did you ever in your wildest dreams when you were growing up think
When you were
this
laying
would
in
be
bed
happening to you?
playing with yourself, you probably said, oh, my God, Julia Roberts.
I hope I one day get a woman.
So you go on the set, and then you start romancing her, right? You start talking to her and stuff?
Was there this immediate chemistry? What was it?
Because Lyle doesn't have a great personality. He hardly talks.
I know.
That's something to really sink your
I got
teeth
some
into.
content this time.
Yeah.
And remember, this painting is it's handsomely framed.
Yes.
But the only press I got now is the artist always wants to be well hung.
Yes.
So when you put that picture up, you consider
I will now be well hung. Thank you. Mr. Leroy Neiman, thank you so much.
Very much.
Wow, that is exciting. Look at that, Robin. Now, that's a birthday present, an original Leroy Neiman painting.
Well, that is from Infinity Broadcasting to you.
How long does that take to do something like that?
I did it again, that's all. How long did it take? I'd say maybe 3-4 days.
Really?
But that's quite a bit of hours each day, too.
Right.
Wow. Non-stop.
You got to live with it and, get into it a little bit.
Well, how was it?
Yeah.
Well, he first started out, I got a little bit of, it started going toward Alice Cooper a little bit. Then I had to pull it in rain and get a little bit of Lenny Bruce. Then eventually I got to the man himself.
Okay.
And he gave me a lot.
I think you
He gave
captured
me a
it.
lot.
You did it. You did it.
I think you did it.
Now you can retire. You did it.
When a man's got a lot of props, you got a lot going for it makes it a lot easier.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
And the important thing in a serious level is when you do a head and shoulders like this of a person, you got to get the feeling that he's tall.
Hang it in your house.
That would be
That's
ostentatious.
Right.
This was given to you as a gift by people who love you, by a very famous artist, and that deserves to be displayed.
That's right.
I don't
it
mind
shouldn't
if
be
it's
hidden.
Wait a second. Am I getting advice from a man who hangs cartoon art in his living room?
Yes, you are.
Am I getting advice?
And a woman who has a giant picture of herself.
Yeah. I got to talk to somebody with a little sensibility here. Are you crazy? Robin's hanging huge pictures of herself in her dining room.
I'm an art lover.
Yeah, I know you are. Sit down, BabaBooey. Hey, look at my father and mother here.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Come on up. Maybe you want to
here.
say something.
Yeah.
They want to say.
My dad is wearing shades, and so is my mother. Is this a
They're
goof?
both taking on your look.
My parents are starting to dress like me. My father's wearing shades, and my mother is wearing shades. Take a seat. He's dressing like me. He's wearing shades.
That's right.
That's right.
He's prepared for the sun.
Let me tell you something. Dad, I know for many years you thought I was perhaps going to be a failure. And I've spent most of my life trying to prove to you that I am somebody. And you should be proud today, Pop. I'm looking at a $20,000 commission painting right now. And I'm seeing lesbians who eat maggots all in the same room. And it is a great day. Is it not, Robin? What is the story there?
Oh, I don't know, Howard.
Poor Elephant Boy.
I feel so bad for Elephant Boy.
Yeah. Well, she's hot. Anyway, Gary, who is next?
Miss Howard Stern. Oh, look who just showed up.
Leslie West.
I was wondering if he was going to get here for your 40th birthday.
The great Leslie West. Where have you been? Sit here. Just sit into the
down
microphone.
and get on the microphone.
Get in the microphone. What's the matter with you?
Eat me.
Leslie West,
Leslie
of
acts
course.
like he walked here.
There he is. Leslie, what the hell happened?
For my wife, my father, my mother, I wouldn't have done this. I took a train. The Ossining police took me to the train.
Really? What happened to your car?
Guitars. What? It's ice. The whole Westchester is ice.
Oh, the whole thing is ice. And Leslie West is here, the legendary guitar, one of my favorite guitarists of all time.
We've never played together on your...
Is that right? Are we going to hear a song in a few minutes?
Well, my guitars are coming in now.
All right. So you need your special guitars.
Leslie had me here on pins and needles. I didn't know if he was going to get here.
Yeah, Leslie, Well, Leslie is here. That's all that counts. Isn't that the truth? All right, Leslie, you go rest up, get the guitars, and then you'll do a song. Look at that. Leslie, the skinny Leslie was.
Leslie always has to make an entrance.
Leslie and Corky Lang. You guys have never played together, huh?
Not
20 years, but I remember.
All right.
It's been about 20 years, but we're going to get this right for you.
All right. Now, who else do we want to say hello to before Leslie and Corky start playing?
Where's Miss Howard Stern?
Miss Howard Stern, 1994. She's our prize gay sheesh.
Yeah, she has a big, she has a gift for you. What
Doesn't
is
she
it?
look great, Robin?
I have a few gifts for him.
How are you?
Think of what to get you, so I just got you everything I could think of.
Did you really? Well, you didn't need to get me anything.
You were supposed to spend that $50,000 on yourself.
Yeah. What have you done with the $50,000? Have you spent it at all, or have you
I
spent any?
just spent my first few hundred on you.
I see. Well, that wasn't necessary. What did you get me?
I got you a few things.
Well, obviously, girl wins $50,000. Believe me, what I really want from you, you're sitting on it.
Oh.
Let me tell you. There's nothing in here, honey.
Here's the card with those pictures from the back door, that I told you about.
Thank you. Pictures of you. You know what I want? I want you to let us paint you, as Leroy Neiman painted me.
I'll let you do that.
All right, thanks.
That's for you and for Allison.
Oh, isn't that
That
nice?
one.
Beautiful T-shirts.
And something, it looks like a Victoria's
Wait,
Secret
open that,
kind of
open
thing.
that, open that. Open the other one.
I see.
There's something else.
Oh, negligee for my wife, or was that for you? All right, thank you, Tom. That's very eloquent. One can see why you're the general manager.
Succinct, brief, to the point. You got a picture. What more do you want from me?
Tom, I believe it's time for you to sing Happy Birthday.
There you go.
All right.
How many candles?
Forget the band, Leslie Western.
Leslie's commandeered the band.
If everybody would follow my lead, please. On key. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
He sings like a horse's ass.
Happy birthday.
Dear me. The loveliness that is me.
I love you.
Thank you, Tom. I love you. Tom, by the way, thank you. Tom.
Yes, Howard.
I also want to thank you for the Leroy Neiman painting. I know you had something. Were you sitting down when he gave you the estimate of what it would cost? I mean, did you, pass right out?
Howard, I didn't sign that check.
I know. I didn't think so. There goes Tom.
Wasn't even his idea.
It's a beautiful picture. You really did a great job. Happy birthday, Howard.
Thanks a lot,
I do
Tom.
love you. I
Appreciate
really
it. Thank you. Love you, too.
I just also want to say that I know we can't get to all of them, but every one of you.
You know, we have a relationship based on trust and understanding. I don't trust him. He doesn't understand me.
Right. Absolutely perfect. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks. Thank you. The guys actually played to my 41st birthday. It was unbelievable. The song was going for a while there, and I didn't know. Thanks, Les. Well, that was a great birthday. Robin, you've done it again. I want to thank everybody.
Well, Gary
BabaBooey.
Delabate pulling it out again.
Thank you,
Hold it out again. Put it back in your pants now. I have to say that, there's so many people here. I see Larry Ratso Sloman over there. I see Captain Jenks and King of All Messengers, who appears to be a mental patient, who had to be subdued during the song.
He's a little inebriated,
Is he loaded or what?
He's got to be.
I see the lovely Celeste here. She is here as well, and so many of the
contestants from the beauty pageant, Roa and Debbie Tay, and the Maggot Girl.
Maggot Girl is
her
here.
Name.
The girl who eats maggots. Cat Halsey, of course.
Okay, there you go.
I know all the girls. Who else did I leave out?
Geez.
Nancy Sirianni Martin.
That's right. All well, I don't know if Allison, the Princess Norris, is here.
Laura Lackner is over there, I see, and I see Mary Delabate. King of All Messengers is making out with Captain
Everyone. He's making out with everyone.
Gary, throw the microphone on him. I want to.
Chris, come here.
Come here. What's your problem, man? Are you drunk?
No, I'm not.
Have
Happy
you been
birthday,
drinking?
Howard.
Thank you.
You're in a new group now. When you fill up your applications now, you're in the 40 to 45-year-old group now. Unfortunately, I'm in the 50 to 55-year-old group.
King of All Messengers, who calls all of the various Larry King shows,
right.
and Captain Jenks, who does the same thing.
Howard, I love you. Robin,
thank you.
God bless you.
We love you,
I
too.
mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Does he smell like booze?
You smell that? It smells like Bloody Marys. Gary.
What?
You smell that?
I can smell the vodka on
You
your breath.
smell fazools.
Exactly.
Howard,
Thank you, King.
stay well. I love you.
I love you, too. Thank you. Big mistake handing him the microphone. Love you too. Celeste is there, wheeling her way up to the stage. So many fans here today.
You're not on mic.
And nor will you be on mic. And thank you, Celeste. And Captain Jenks, thank you. Who else, Robin? Debbie Tay, the space alien. So many people.
Debbie, you had don't read us a poem. And I wanted to thank everybody who did the show. Jay Leno, Enough's Enough. Cy Dresner, Lawrence Taylor, Peter Wolf, Governor Christine Whitman, Joan Rivers, Judy Collins, Donald Trump, Roger Daltrey.
Great show.
Geraldo Rivera, Aerosmith, Lyle Lovett, Leroy Neiman, and Leslie West, Corky Lang, and Randy Coven.
Well, and yeah, it was great. It was great. Thanks to everybody. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Robin. Thanks to Infinity, Tom Chisano, and all the guys sitting here, Scott, and all the interns that put this all together. It's really
and we should thank
great.
Cynthia Lennon as well. Forgot she was here in Maypang.
That was so long ago. Thank you, Celeste. What is Celeste saying?
Did she just yell? Do you really want to know?
Welcome to the 40s, man.
All right, thank you, Celeste.
Fun.
Celeste, I thought you had cancer. Shouldn't you be in a hospital somewhere? All right, everybody.
See you next year.
All right.
Did you read the tabloids? I mean, I said, Bill Shatner?
Well,
and all the sex you had.
Me and Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy, too.
I'm having sex with Leonard Nimoy.
No, you didn't know. It never said you were having sex with Leonard Nimoy.
That's what it said.
No, it said you tried to pick up a guy in a bar. Do you know about this?
I tried to hit on a guy in a bar.
I got it right here. I was just reading it.
I tried to hit on a guy in a bar, and it's true.
It is true?
No, it's true. It wasn't at a bar.
Yeah.
And I wasn't drunk.
Right.
He was pitching, and I got a double.
Right.
I hit on him.
No. I'm reading this thing. I said, William Shatner. I've met the guy now 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice guy, and a working actor, into this tech wars. He's got video games, got all kind of things. He's the captain of the Star Trek. The whole damn Star Trek crew is out to get you. They hated you. Well, Takai hated you. You hated Takai. Everyone.
No, I don't hate
Uhura has a little problem.
Uhura has a problem with you.
Small problem.
You go in. You go into work for what? What did that show last? 2 years?
3 years.
3 years. You go into work. You go there. You do your job, and you come out, and right away everyone's attacking you. You know why they're attacking you? They're all jealous, are they not? Be honest. Be honest.
How would I?
You got all the chicks.
I have to leave an objective
Thank God
observer
you did
like
the job you did, or there never would have been movies. But do they thank you?
Robin.
No.
According to the book, you nailed Heather Locklear. You son of a bitch.
Did you do that?
You nailed it. I got it right here. Look at this. I read that. I went, you had some... I want to come back as your penis.
And be a bigger...
Here, listen to me. All right. You put the moves on nearly every actress. What's wrong with that? You're a heterosexual. You even admit you nailed most of the girls.
No.
When the guest stars?
No.
You never ever nailed that blonde with the bun on her head?
Yeoman? The bun turned me off.
Yeah, what was that?
The bun.
That Yeoman. What is her name? Yeoman what?
What was her name?
Nurse Chapel.
No, Yeoman Rand.
Nurse Chapel was the producer's wife.
Right, that's right.
Did you get her, too?
Getting her.
Son of a bitch. You really know how to put... What do you do? What are you, smooth or something? I mean, you're a good-looking guy. I understand that. But you're...
The whole thing
You can't keep it in your pants. It's unbelievable.
You wonder when he had time to do that part.
When did you have time to memorize your lines?
Never. I'm ad-libbing the whole time.
How long does it take to memorize a script? Like when you're like the captain of the Star Trek and
instantaneously, you have to read it. And the stuff you were doing,
yeah,
you had a couple of notes to guide.
Right.
Essentially, that's what you're doing. You read and you got to go on.
Oh, is that how you do it?
Well, you get a good memory after a while.
I see.
It becomes
I mean, you have so many notches on your belt.
No,
did he really? I got to know about Heather Locklear. Is that
the way the belt?
Hey, wait. There's more than Heather Locklear. Heather Locklear is tip of the iceberg. I would love to nail her. Oh, is that a hot little minky?
She is the sweetest.
Oh, I know.
And innocent and virginal.
No. Oh, please, virginal. You fouled her. For God's sake. You probably took her virginity.
It was this rock musician who did her in.
No.
It had nothing to do with me.
She knew what it was. She was in love with you. You gave her a break on T.J. Hooker.
It was a platonic love.
You know what it is? She walks. This is a girl, a good-looking girl. She sees you. You're a big star from the Star Trek.
Right.
T.J. Hooker. You're the guy in control.
She
falls in love with you.
Of course.
You're a handsome man.
Yes, but none of that worked.
And she moves around a lot?
No, she just was a virginal, young thing.
This is the book.
Her.
This is the book you got to write. Don't even try to deny this stuff. That's fantastic.
Heather Locklear.
You never got her?
The sweetest.
Did you get her?
No.
Seriously?
It was like being with a
Do you believe him? Let's take a vote. Fred, all right, you don't think he got Heather Locklear. Fred, do you think he did?
I don't think he got her either.
Jackie?
I absolutely think he did.
I absolutely know he did. I know
It's
it.
a split vote, and I have the tying vote.
I'm telling you, you got her.
Split.
I can't believe it. Oh, come on.
Thank you very much.
Your penis is the enterprise where no man has gone before.
Unbelievable.
Wait, let me hear.
Wait a minute. You're reading a tabloid.
Yeah. Here's a guy
When
says.
was the last time they printed the truth?
Hold it. This is great. Iggy Pop's guitarist, Ron Asherton, is convinced Shatner came on to him. You're 100% all man, aren't you? Have you ever had a gay sex?
Never.
I can't imagine Bill Shatner having gay sex.
Well, there was that tension between him and Spock.
Well, that is true. That was kind of gay.
Well, I loved,
but that's acting.
I loved his ears.
Right.
I used to nibble on his ears.
But look at this
I
guy.
was afraid it'd come off in my mouth.
This is not even a fair accusation. You know why? Listen to the guy's accusation. This is ridiculous. So the guy goes to a bar in the Hyatt, okay?
Yeah.
Has a drink.
Yeah.
All right. And
he has a drink.
Yeah, he's having a drink. One night, William Shatner was there.
In the
guy
bar.
says, the guy says he had a few drinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't drink.
He goes, great. So this is what I'm telling you. But the whole thing doesn't even sound like gay sex. He goes, I wanted to talk to him, but he kept looking at me like he wanted to pick me up or something. That's his story.
That's
the whole story. That you wanted to pick him up.
You actually looked at it.
Because Bill Shatner gives me that look. That's right. I mean,
at least
I can say that.
You've got some charm and some...
But it says here you do admit that you are very liberal when it comes to sex.
I am very liberal?
That's what it says.
What does that mean?
Who would you admit that to?
To a Republican.
It says, I am capable of extremely wide range of sexual fantasizing. But that's true. You're a writer. I mean, you wrote Tech Wars. That's a very sexy book. I think there's a lot of sex. Oh, that's true.
And virtual reality sex.
That's right. You say, I have no forbidden ground, no taboos.
Oh.
Ooh, son of a bitch.
Well, that's the self.
What did you do to Heather?
No.
What did you do? You had her up on all fours. I know you did.
Yeah.
I can just picture. Oh, yes, you
You're
did.
into all fours.
Oh, I love that. Are you kidding? Doggy style? Forget about Stop giving me that look. Are you coming on to me? Son of a bitch, I knew it.
Last time I was here,
Yeah.
you had a girl over there,
Yes.
and you had your pants down.
I did.
And you had,
How dare you make an accusation?
You had
Oh, I did not. He didn't even see anything.
I was here.
That's the
It
captain
was
of
the
the Star
most
Trek. He doesn't lie.
I stood up for you. I stood up right in front of you. There was nothing in my pants. I'm hardly hung at all. All right, let me see who else you
You
got.
made two
Look at the
contrary
notches.
statements in one sentence.
All right, you nailed Joan Collins.
Joan.
Now that I believe.
She's desperate. Do you think she's hot?
Well,
She was then.
She was then when you got her.
a friend. Purely.
Did you get her
You're
before or
telling us
no?
that you never had anything.
Did you get her before or after Larry King? Because you wouldn't go there after Larry King, would you? Oh, man.
Larry King and Angie? Oh, I can't imagine that.
He looked like an insect. Admit that. Admit that.
Well, no, the suspenders did give him a look, but I wouldn't say an insect.
What do you
I'd
think?
say a
Jill Ireland, you got. I would have loved to have nailed her.
No,
Jill Ireland?
Oh.
No.
Before Charlie Bronson?
No.
No, oh, you waited till after Charlie Bronson.
No.
What are you between Ilya Kuryakin
Talk about
and
having
Charlie
a contract on your life. First of all, Jill Ireland, I hardly knew.
Really?
She was a lovely
Beautiful.
English lady.
So you're saying you had none of these women?
None.
Are you telling the
Ever.
truth?
The truth.
Are you just lying?
No,
or are you
I'm telling you, the tabloids are just...
Oh, they really are?
They really do.
So you never had that guy even?
The guy I got a hit off of.
Right.
Yeah, double.
Because I've never heard that about you. You know, you always hear rumors, this one in Hollywood's gay, this one's... You never about you.
No, he was always the ladies' man.
You're always the ladies' man. Threw you out?
Yeah, more or less.
Really? Because you were cheating?
No.
Really?
No.
Faithful?
Yeah, always.
Marcy got... You know what it is? She wanted the money. Right? Am I right?
No, I don't think so.
Signed a prenup?
No. Well, we're not going to... We can't talk.
No prenup. Oofa. No prenup.
Oofa. You're back to your old routine.
No.
I got oofa here.
I can't believe you would not sign a prenup on your third marriage. I just don't believe it.
It was only the second marriage.
And she left you for Scotty? Someone said?
It was only the second marriage. Somehow they slip by and you don't think of it.
Unbelievable.
Quite that way.
You've done them all. I worship you. Let me smell your hand. What is the big deal?
That is so disgusting. I'm here to talk about Tech War.
Yeah, no, I know you are. We're going to get... All right. Wait.
And you're
Let me smell your hand. Can I smell your hand?
No, you can't smell my hand.
Why?
My next impression of you is at the awards.
MTV Awards?
Turn around,
My ass?
and your ass was falling.
Oh, that was over 2 years ago. I'm much more mature now. Oh, that's insane.
Your ass is bigger now.
Oh, it is not. Oh.
Your ass is bigger. Everybody's asses get bigger as the years go by.
You've got all the women.
And your ass.
And you won't let me smell your hand. Who were you with last night? Tell the truth. A model?
I was alone.
Really?
Yeah. I had a...
You got a girlfriend now?
MSG Chinese meal.
You have a girlfriend now?
Went home swollen alone.
He's probably got a girlfriend who makes Cindy Crawford looked like a dog.
Who makes hummus?
You got a young girlfriend?
No, I don't go for that.
Oh man. Oh, hey, is that a tribble in your pants or?
No, that's trouble in my pants.
That is. All right, let me see who else you got. According to this article. So far, and it says you got Heather Locklear. It does.
What has this got?
That you were immediately attracted. Listen to this.
What kind of adult?
William Shatner was immediately attracted to the 20-year-old Heather.
Oh, of course.
When they co-starred in the hit TV cop series T.J. Hooker. And listen to what one woman says.
Yeah, what does one woman say?
I cannot believe what a fantastic lover William Shatner is.
Well, sometimes the tabloids...
Listen to this. No one... Yeah, this he likes.
They hit it right on.
No one has ever handled me like Bill.
There you are.
Who said that?
Smell my hand now.
Oh, come here. Give me that hand. Come here.
Here, take a smell.
Oofa.
Oofa.
Anyway, Angie. Your hand still smells like Angie Dickinson.
Oh, my. Oh, please, the poor lady. She's
now it
listening
says
in
here,
Los Angeles
all right,
right
just
now.
answer me true or false on any of these.
No.
You emailed... No, come on, be honest. Oprah Winfrey. Have you had her? Now, why is that funny?
She was never a guest star on the show.
When you say Winfrey, it's Winfrey. But if you say it softly, it's Winfrey.
Never got Oprah Winfrey.
Brilliant routine.
Never. Thank you. Now, listen, William Shatner has... Listen, he always comes here. He's promoting something. That's fair enough.
We never see him.
We don't...
In the city, by all
I understand that. This is a new game you've put out. You really are prolific, aren't you? Is that why the other Star Trek people hate you? Because you have managed to move ahead in your career? You're not mired in the Star Trek convention mentality?
Leonard Nimoy is my best friend.
Really? When is the last time you saw him?
The night before last, we had dinner together.
Really?
We had dinner at
and you never fight.
And you never came on to it? I don't believe that. Go ahead, yes?
Let me ask you
Everybody
something.
should accept it, yeah.
You two have never had problems on a set when he was directing you?
No.
Never had negotiating problems about money on any of those movies? Never had problems with you?
Captain, thou dost protest too much.
Are you coming on to me?
Yes, I am. Handsome man.
Imagine what the tabloids would do with this conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
So, I mean, this is fun, innocent conversation.
And it could get all twisted around.
It could all twist around. And the same thing with anything that Len and I might have done in the past.
And what do you think of his new book? You probably haven't read it.
I read it.
You did? And you like it?
Yeah,
He was nice to you.
What does he say about you
He
in
says,
the
I am
book?
Spock, is what he said. What did he say about me?
Yeah.
He said
all
nice
wonderful
things.
things.
Yeah, he liked. Those two guys got along. I'll tell you who's bitter on that show. I'm going to say it. Because William Shatner's too much of a gentleman. Uhura. Bitter. And William Shatner slept with her. True?
No.
Never? Oh. Please. Don't insult my intelligence. Never had her.
Please. Well, imagine if you made love to somebody who you were working with. Imagine.
Oh, I'm trying to get in her pants for years.
I know. So that's
right.
There you are. She is wise beyond...
You would never have Uhura.
Well, but not where you're working.
No, okay,
Imagine having to face that day after day.
Sulu is very bitter.
Well, you watched
What happens
it.
if it didn't go well?
Oh, my.
You watched it go on with the guy who created the show and Uhura.
Oh, that's right, Gene Roddenberry.
Right
True?
Yeah, but he wasn't on the set.
Yeah, right. There was such action going on in that show.
I didn't know it.
Let me tell you who's better. I'll tell you why they're better.
Those lines. Are you kidding?
If you were Sulu and Uhura and God bless him, Bones, and you had to go to those Star Trek conventions, and that was your only, sort of fun, no more acting roles, and very, very, maybe some dinner theater here and there, and then you were out there, William Shatner, Tech War, CD-ROM,
a brilliant game.
Books.
A wonderful CD-ROM game that is beyond anything that's in the market today. It's coming out now.
Bones would kill somebody to get a game like this, right?
Actually, DeForest Kelly is great. He's recently celebrated his...
please. You don't have to even go into it. You don't have to go into it. Very bitter.
I think Bones is one of the few who's not
Oh, you think Bones isn't bitter?
I think Bones.
You know who's the most bitter from Star Trek toward you? Captain Pike. That guy.
Captain Pike?
Yeah,
he's dead.
He's got a crummy roll. He's furious. You know what it is? You've got wealth, you've got broads coming out of your ears. Everybody's going to be jealous. You're going to have to deal with it.
That's wax,
no,
not
it's
broad.
not. No, it isn't. Now, let me hold up again. Let me handle this, please.
Good.
All right. So William Shatner, he sits home, he comes up with ideas. God bless him. Tech War. Always coming up with new things. This is CD-ROM. This is one of those games you plug into your computer. Today. Let me recap what we've learned today.
Okay.
William Shatner has a new CD-ROM out. We learned that when he was on the set of these various television projects, his trailer never stopped rocking because he was busy.
Earthquakes were on a fault in Los Angeles.
Why don't you write a book? Would you write your next book? There he goes. Why don't you write...
I recognize that sound. It's geese.
Mr. Shatner, why don't you...
Wild geese in the sky above.
That's a sound I think you're very familiar with.
There they are.
Yeah.
Got one right.
Ever have two at the same time?
Two geese at the same time?
Two women. You have, haven't you? Son of a bitch. Ah,
Listen to that sound. There's victory in that sound.
Mr. Shatner. Come on, we're playing the theme music.
Not now. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I'm busy.
I'm with Angie Dickinson.
She never was on the show.
Mr. Shatner, open that trailer.
That's why Leonard Nimoy won't do the show.
That's right. He can't take it.
Right. I'm falling out myself.
Let me say something. You have accomplished much with this game. I'm going to go take this game. I'm going to go watch this game and play it, see if I can conquer this game. How long should it take me? I have average intelligence.
You go through levels.
Levels?
Yeah.
All right, so it'll keep me busy for a while.
It'll keep you busy for a while.
Good.
Keep your, and just retain the memory of the odor. Apparently, scent is a great memory stimulant.
And listen, you played this game and you were able to get all the way through it?
No, I can't get
You
through
can't even get through it. The creator himself can't get through it.
But I'm a very poor game player.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
The game players at Intercorp,
they put it together.
Yeah.
I see. Well, there it is. I can never look at you the same way. The best lover ever.
Well,
write a book about it. Why did you come clean and write a book
Maybe
about
it should
everything?
be one of those how-to books.
Yeah.
How to?
I mean, when a woman goes in the paper.
do a video.
Mr. Shannon, what is it you do? This would be a service to all guys. What is it you do in the sack that a woman would go, it was the best I ever had?
Well, if I were to say it, to tell you...
no, what do you do? Do you use your
then it
tongue?
would no longer be
I mean,
on
what do
you.
you do?
I got the title. The woman wrote the title for How to Handle a Woman.
Right, because he was the only man who knew how to handle. What do you do? Like you rough him up or something? I mean, what do you do? You flip him around? What do you do? You last a long time? Just give me a hint.
How
do you hold out?
All of the above.
Right. You think of garbage?
Garbage.
Do you think of, no, well, I mean, what do you think about?
You're sick, man.
Because you're with some of the best pieces of ass. No, I'm not sick.
No, I realize now the essence of your charm.
Yes.
You're sick.
I'm a sick man. No, you know why? I've never gotten to experience this stuff. I'm so guilt-ridden that I could never cheat on my wife or make love to any of these other women.
I understand that's true.
I can't leave my wife. I could never do that. I love her. I love her, and I got to stay with her.
I totally understand that.
But at the same point, I go, I wonder what it would be like now, you know, to get all these women.
Howard, it's no different.
Really?
Honestly,
It's all the same thing.
It's all the same. It all depends
It's easy
on
for you
love.
to say. Oh, please.
No,
oh, please.
Why do you mock
You've
that?
had so
No,
because you've had
it
so
is-
many
no,
different
but
women,
that's not true.
and they're all beautiful.
No, that's not
If
true.
they're all the same,
But
let me
that's
see you
not
with an
true.
ugly,
That's the
ugly
tabloid.
fat broad.
I'll tell you what's true.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's true.
Yeah.
Love makes the difference. Love.
So what happens?
I sound like Parker.
Yeah, but you always.
Love
Yeah, but you always
is what
fall.
does.
You always fall out of love. Why?
Well, it takes me 20 years.
Right. But you have long-term relationships.
Long-term relationships. And love is what makes sex go around.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't have to think of garbage.
You think of the girl.
And you just do anything to please her.
No, yeah, well, that's in a long-term relationship and a love.
And you'll put your tongue in the smelliest place.
Oh, Howard.
You don't even care.
No.
When you're in love, you will. Well, no,
Have
I'm being.
you ever-
I'm just trying to have an honest.
I'm
Nobody ever
telling Leonard.
discusses this
I'm
honestly.
telling Leonard.
No one ever discusses this honestly. I mean,
Well, but you notice a slight bead of sweat.
yes. Well, of course, because you're the master.
Surreptitiously, he blocked.
You are no, but seriously, you are the master. You are the master. When
That's
a woman
true, I am.
says, when I read in a tabloid that a woman is saying, you made her feel.
Yeah, but do you believe the rest of the article, which is ludicrous?
I believe every word of it. My pants, I'm tiny. I have microphallus. I don't know if you know that. I'm so tiny that women laugh.
Now you're beginning to lose me.
Oh, I'm telling you the truth. I'm 1 inch. I can't even clear my zipper.
See, you asked him
You
for
see,
this.
I did.
I'm an
You asked
acorn.
him for this.
Now.
I was trying to stop him.
Uhura had more in her pants than I did. It's true.
You showed a moment of sympathy, and look, he's going to tell you everything.
Now I'm going to tell you everything. Now you're going to be so sorry you gave me any sympathy.
What time of believe?
All right, I understand. All right, listen, William Shatner.
No, I'm only kidding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm really not good in the sack. And here's a guy who women are saying, my God, when he's in the bed with me, it's unbelievable. He's like one of the best I ever had. He handled me. Like, that's why I always want to know how you
Don't
do
think
it.
of yourself. Think of her.
Think of her.
The fantastic 88th F-Emmy Award show.
The 88th.
Something like that. I don't know. But thank you. I'd like to bring out at this point my beautiful co-hostess who's been with me every year on the F-Emmys. I don't know how many of you have noticed, but a lot of the Emmy shows are now going to the dual co-host thing. And that's something I just learned backstage a few minutes ago. Just want to welcome everybody, and now let me turn you to stage right as the beautiful Robin Quivers comes out in a sexy new gown designed by Halston. There she is.
I think he's good.
Yes.
He's not designing anymore.
Well, he certainly came through with your gown. Very beautiful.
Frock.
Say hello to the four of us, me, Robin, and her two lovelies. You can be sure. No. I don't need Jackie to write that. Hey, let me tell you something. You can be sure that your breasts will be popping out of that gown during your big dance number.
Oh, no, I'm dancing tonight?
Dancing and singing. You don't know it yet.
That's true.
That's right. And
I would have worn something else if I had known I was dancing.
by the way, Robin will be dancing on rollerblades.
What else can you put on? Water skiing?
Yeah, well, she'll be water skiing in. She'll actually be flying her own little private plane in.
Water skiing on the back of a horse.
Now, a lot of you saw Robin dance and rollerblade on our New Year's special 2 years ago, and this time I promise you Robin will actually be moving. Yeah. No stunt people this time. What a year it's been, Robin. I must tell you, I am quite amazed by what's been going on. I am embedded far into my second book like a corn in a hunk of duty. I have been working day and night trying to get my new book, Sloppy Seconds, out onto the stands.
That's the title?
That is the title.
Is that on there?
Yes, Howard Stern's Sloppy Seconds.
Did you hear Max this morning? He was questioning what that title might be.
Yes, well, hell with Max. He's not here, is he?
No.
All right, good. And by the way, this year we also found that our own beautiful Robin wrote a book to free herself and showed she could be locked up at any minute. But you did free yourself this year. And
yes, I feel free.
And as a matter of fact, my staff grew in incompetence this year to a level only a retard could comprehend. And, of course, my two writers, Drunk Man and King of Mars, continue to amaze no one, as everybody knows.
They continue to show up.
And last but not least, somehow my general manager, Tom Chiasano, got less effectual than more. Man, it stinks on top. You know what it's like being on top? It's actually just like the bottom, except with a limo. Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention Scott, the engineer. I left him out. Scott, you still suck, and you're still slower than a crippled snail. You are slower than O.J. is guilty. But you know, Robin, I didn't mean to leave Scott out or any of our crew. But it has been a busy year. In fact, my movie remains on the verge of becoming a rumor. My radio network is in place.
That's about as substantial as it has been.
Yes. My radio network is in place somewhere. I haven't seen it. And my show is #1 in all the cities where we have the highest ratings. All right. And by the way, just want to mention this. I haven't mentioned it in a while. O.J. is guilty. All right. So, Robin, I am ready for the 88th F-Emmys. My very hairy, sweaty lip producer, a recent papa, has worked his fingers and toes to the bone. They both work the same, like a monkey. He has worked hard. I understand you used your feet to prepare these
He had
F-Emmys.
his feet wrapped around a pencil for long hours.
He writes with his feet so his hands are free to edit tape.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Robin. We'll get you back in the first category.
According to Fafa Flowley, according to him, to prepare tonight's gala and remain as useless as Mickey Mantle's first liver, he, I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, remind me to bonk him in the head with an FME statue.
All right.
All right, very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you to my assistant, Fafa Flowley, who will... He has the envelopes. Fafa Flowley is wearing an ape head.
That's my head.
Oh, that's your head?
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. Allow me to say I'm sorry to the members of the Academy.
Horrible mistake.
Yeah, that's my head. Anyway, Fafa Flowley, what is our first category?
Best example that Robin Quivers isn't even close to being cured.
All right. Our first category.
That's a ridiculous category.
Robin Quivers is not even close to being cured. Our nominees are all Robin Quivers. Let's go to category #1. Is Robin Quivers close to being cured?
Robin just...
He doesn't even know that I almost cried when I first looked at his book. Almost cried, because I don't think there's one flattering picture of me in it. What? I never
Of you?
did anything. I never did anything.
Oh, this was great.
I wouldn't put
This
a
is gonna
chip on
win.
you like that.
Wow.
I just wouldn't do it.
Get my book. I'm going to show you what doesn't look flattering.
And let me tell you something.
Yeah, this is
man.
unbelievable. This is all made up. I'm not buying that. You did not almost cry.
I was devastated
You
yesterday.
posed for those pictures.
I was devastated.
Publicity stunt.
This is publicity stunt. I'm not buying it. Forget it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that at all.
Fine.
That is
I
wrong.
almost called you. I couldn't even call you.
You know what? I hate this category because I remember all the kooky things you do. This is tit for tat.
I couldn't even call you yesterday. No, it's not tit for tat. I still can't. And how many times did I have to sign pictures that I found unattractive?
If you think that... All right, there's category 1.
What does that have to do with being ill or not? I'm very good at expressing myself.
Number 2, Robin and you, for some bizarre reason, argue about Colin Powell running for president.
All right, Robin Quivers, producer.
Ross Perot you like very much. What public did he ever serve?
I heard Ross Perot on TV. I heard him speak. I heard him talk about his public policy. Colin Powell hasn't said a word.
Oh, police.
What? Oh, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about Colin Powell. He has never... You have never heard this man talk.
Jeez,
you need a TV show.
I'm tired of the same old arguments from you every day.
I was reading an interview. I wasn't arguing. I said Colin Powell's not qualified.
You argue with yourself about Colin Powell.
I'm not arguing. You're the one raising your voice.
Round 3.
Here we go.
The same thing.
What a silly argument. You're yelling and screaming over there about something that doesn't make sense.
Fine. Let's go on.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to discuss this with you anymore. You say...
What day of the month is it? Wait a second. Wait a second.
Very funny.
What day of the month is it?
That's always how to...
Am I right?
Discredit...
Am I right?
You want me to pull down my pants and show you what day?
You're like, we're going to say no. Go ahead. Now you back yourself into a corner.
You're talking right. Pull down. I'm not going to give you that pleasure.
Robin fell off a horse yesterday. Something happened. Not the same woman I worked with yesterday.
She went skating.
Why don't you go back and yell at Scott the engineer? I thought that's what you were going to do.
I tell you, you can't even say anything, Ryan. My opinion is anybody can be president.
Well, that's good for you.
That's all I'm saying.
I guess that's all you did, sir. Man. Go ahead. What else is going on in the world?
You don't want to leave it alone.
No.
I'm trying to move on. You guys won't let me.
I keep saying move on. You won't do it.
You know what?
I don't want to hear this. What is the next story?
Screw you.
Right. I'm trying to go on. Oh, my God. I don't know how you get... Who's going to... This is a 5-way tie.
Well, wait. The next one's...
Win the award several times.
Yeah. What is it, Gary?
The next one is...
well, actually, skip that one and go to the next one because I'm having trouble with that card. Go ahead.
Robin walks out of the studio because the guys were making fun of her for being late to her appearance.
Oh, this is a great one. This is the one that's going to win.
Oh, no.
They're all winning.
Robin walks off the show. Robin Quivers, producer.
All I can say is you better just leave me alone.
Why? What would happen?
Because I don't want to be bothered with you and your opinions of what should happen.
If you're
with
bothered,
you and your 5,000 assistants.
But you're late for everything.
With you and your 5,000 assistants, I don't want to hear.
So then get 5,000 assistants.
I don't have time to do that.
Whatever you have to do. I mean, you shouldn't be late for your book signings.
Just screw you and let's go on with the show.
You shouldn't be late.
I just wish I was in that hotel room.
Yeah.
I mean, not in that hotel lobby.
You do wish
when
you
she
were.
was informed.
No, but do you understand
she had
something?
to go back and pack.
But do you understand something? She came there the night before, which was very good, very responsible. She missed the plane.
All I can.
Oh, excuse me. She missed the plane.
To do that whole morning.
You know what? I'm leaving. You
And the
can have
whole
this
morning was
without me.
the whole morning was free. The whole morning was free. Robin's pretty well cured. Yeah. She had to leave the room because we were discussing her. She left the show because we were discussing that she couldn't be on time in Cleveland. I think that wins. But all right, there's one more. Oh my God, Robin. Are you listening to this? All right, go ahead. What? Sorry.
The last one is when, of course, you gave Robin a birthday gift that she found unacceptable.
Oh, this wins.
Wait a minute.
You're not cured. You're not cured.
This is
What?
stacked. This deck is stacked.
So are you. Wow, you are an untapped energy source. I've never heard such energy. All right, this is Robin.
I'm being framed.
About
like OJ.
I got Robin a birthday gift. She didn't find it acceptable.
There's too much evidence. I really don't think that you have observed my birthday.
Right.
I think it's irresponsible and not right for you to say that you have. And so since this is just... You know, it would be like me saying to someone else, you know, why don't you plan Howard's birthday show this year? If I do something, I do it.
Right.
I don't say I have representatives doing it, and that's from me.
Okay, you're done now?
And so let's just end any fake observance of my birthday right now. We don't have to do anything about it.
All right, fine.
All right?
All right. I will not even respond to that ridiculous comment. And that is that shows me you're not cured. Because it's not for you to decide what your birthday gift is. It's not your place to decide what your birthday gift should be. Oh my God! I don't even want to. Is this category over with?
Yeah. I ran out of time.
Somebody was here invading my body at some point during the year.
You know
I
what?
don't remember any of that.
Amazing thing about me is I forget all these things
I don't remember it either.
until BabaBooey brings them up.
I
Wow.
didn't think that he had so much material.
Wow. I understand that there were more, but we're only
You
allowed
had to cut him down?
Yeah, the maximum was only 5 per category. Well, anyway, of course, this is the best example that Robin isn't even close to being cured. Let me open up the envelope and see which one wins. Obviously, you're going to win.
I'm sure all of that was taken out of context. You have to realize that there was a whole show going on.
Oh, this is interesting.
What?
Robin wins because of walking off the show. That was the one. Robin Quivers, producer, accepting as Robin Quivers. Wow, you win the first F-Emmy.
I am honored.
Wow. You can make a speech, Robin, and do whatever you want.
I will accept my statuette in the spirit in which it was given.
You should walk off the show.
No, I'm very proud. I don't think I've won an F-Emmy very many years. And after years and years of service, I finally distinguished myself.
This is actually the first year that we thought you were able to handle winning an F-Emmy. Several years ago, we thought you might have walked off the show. So everyone is very proud that you're able to handle it.
Proves that I have improved.
You
Maybe
have.
not cured, but improved.
Congratulations to you, Robin.
Thank you
and the
very
Academy
much.
says
I want to thank the Academy.
Yes.
I want to thank all my cast of supporting players, Howard,
Thank you, Robin.
Jackie, Fred, Gary,
Right.
for finding these.
Notice you didn't thank Scott the engineer.
Scott for pulling them.
All right. Well, Robin, I don't mean to interrupt your speech, but you know there's a 30-second limit.
Oh, no, I'm not going to be cut off. This is my moment. I've waited 30 years to get to this podium.
What are you, a Martian?
I was running around with wire on my head.
Well, you are a winner tonight, I'll tell you that. And congratulations to you. And look at the audience applauding you. Standing ovation for Robin Quivers.
I'm now going off to the governor's ball. Thank you very much.
I think that's an unusual place to put your F-Emmy.
Well, I have to have my hands free for my co-hosting duty.
It is actually in Robin's cleavage, so that she can have her hands free for co-hosting duty. All right, very good, Robin.
Be able to read my notes.
Congratulations to you. I must take a break. When we come back, I have more awards. I might even be doing
That was heartfelt. I'm crying.
Yeah, I see. And I'll tell you, I'm crying.
You should. But I still stand by every one of those things.
You do. All right, let's take a break. And then when we come back, we'll have some more F-Emmys. We're going to have my song. Your song is coming up later in the show, Robin.
Okay.
And, of course, BabaBooey's big dance number.
I always love the BabaBooey number. It's the highlight of the FM.
Everyone loves it, Robin. In fact, I think there's a special category this year, Best BabaBooey Song from Previous
Is that
F-Emmys.
right?
Isn't that right?
I think he should get the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award.
Teeth Guard Award. We'll be back right after these words.
Casting Howard Stern.
Thank you. Thank you. And we're here doing our F-Emmy show. Turns out it's the 35th annual F-Emmys. I thought it was the 88th. But who's counting?
We're having a good time. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Boy, I'm tired, I tell you. My wife decided to sleep with me last night. She hadn't been sleeping with me for about a week.
And that tired you out?
No, she wakes me. We have a real problem. She wakes me up. I don't know what it is. She puts her feet onto my feet, wakes me up, and I'm up for 2 hours at least. She must work for the competition. I'm telling you.
They must have stopped paying her for a while now. The money's coming.
And we have these huge fights all the time.
Yeah.
All we do is fight. She's
So
like,
much fun
she goes,
being married to
she goes, I'm sleeping in my bed tonight. And I go, great. She goes, you better not disturb me. I go, disturb you? Who cares if you're disturbed? So, well, gee, if you don't get any sleep.
How do you disturb her?
I don't. I said, yeah, I disturb you when my alarm goes off. I have to go to work and earn a living. What do you have to do?
You're getting up to go to work.
Yeah, excuse me. I'll just lay in bed and miss work.
Make sure that alarm doesn't wake.
She needs to get a job. I'm encouraging her to go back to work.
Is that right?
Yeah. I think she's forgotten what it's like.
I think it's too late.
Yeah. I think she's out of the loop.
I don't think she's job capable anymore.
Oh man, I tell you, I'm exhausted. So she gets into bed about 1:30. She starts bonking my feet. I'm up. Now I'm up and I'm walking around.
But you know what you're doing?
And she's
you're
snoring.
getting so used to not having anyone there.
Yes.
It's harder for you to sleep with
Yeah,
there.
so she might as well just be there. I want to build I want to build a second bedroom for her that she can go sleep in. Leave me alone. People are just not meant to sleep together when they have these hours.
Some people don't have a problem with it. Jackie, do you mind sleeping with your wife?
Yes.
Oh.
He does. Do you?
Sometimes.
Yeah. It's hard.
Sometimes she wants to stay awake and read, and I say, oh, don't worry, I can fall asleep, and you can't.
But Jackie doesn't have the same, in all fairness, Jackie doesn't have the same pressure I do. I have to have a voice the next morning.
Well, I just wondered if everybody was irritating each other in the bed. It has nothing to do with the pressure.
I think it's just that I've got a very pressured life. I mean, I know I need a certain amount of sleep.
You don't hear what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're saying. In general, do people get annoyed?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
all I was asking. I was doing a survey.
I don't think I would be annoyed if I didn't have this situation. Maybe I would. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm working on building my wife a room, but the room is in Jersey, so she's upset because we live out on Long Island.
A bit of a commute.
Yeah. I'm sure going to miss her.
You might never see her at all now.
Yeah. Gee.
As she's back and forth.
See, you're a funny guy. Like, I don't know why you got married to us, because you were saying that your favorite part of that movie, Truman, was when Harry Truman's wife said she had to go home for the summer.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
Should have been a dance number.
Yeah, Harry Truman is in the White House, and his wife goes, Harry, I don't like it here. I'm going to go back for the summer. I have to go see the dogwood bloom in Missouri. And Harry Truman goes, oh. He goes, I need you here. And I go, oh, he's smart.
She doesn't feel that he's anxious to see her go.
So I'm going there, and I'm watching this movie, and I go, man, no wonder he was a great president.
You're picking up too.
Yeah, he's playing it right. You act all upset. Then all of a sudden, in the next scene, he really was upset that she was gone. And I was like, this guy was